We, after a long couple weeks, and we have a new DM here, and one that hasn't sat in this chair in a long time. I would like to introduce you to Campaign 3, but first... Davey! Come on. Alrighty, so to get things started, Matt. Yeah, well, because I haven't changed that yet, but I would like to do it next session anyways. So, men, to get started, first of all, welcome back to the table. I'm excited to be running this game. Big Reed, do you have anything to say?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay.
I have enough of an understanding to help Max do a good job. Let's put it that way.
He says that that's okay.
Role player.
We'll only judge you moderately.
That's fine. That's all I ask. As long as I get a moderate amount of criticism.
We'll give you 3 to 5 sessions before we release.
3 to 5 sessions.
That's probably all I know.
I'm going to research all the hardest questions to ask.
Hey, what is this rule? It's chapter 8, whatever.
Bend every rule possible.
But all of your characters have traveled from somewhere on the Forgotten Realms and have made your way to the town of Daggerford, which all of you know where your characters kind of came from and your backgrounds and where you kind of stand. I want you to kind of take yourself outside of your human, and you're currently a hawk in the sky, circling around. The moon is kind of shining bright, a couple clouds in the sky. It's kind of a pretty calm night. And this hawk is circling around Daggerford. You kind of hear a little screech as it appears to be searching for food. And the head of the hawk kind of peers down and it kind of like zooms in on like a rabbit. And it flies down and it kind of swooshes through the air. And it kind of makes its way through the overarching entrance to the town of Daggerford. And it chases this rabbit through the bustling city. It's going underneath legs. It really, quite honestly, doesn't care where it's going. And it kind of swings up, kind of loses it for a second, comes back down. And in the distance, you see this building, this larger, kind of looks like the town hall, if you were to guess what it would be. And this eagle flies down and this rabbit scurries under a wagon. And the hawk flies up on top of the town hall. And at this moment, you kind of step back away from the hawk. And you enter through the chimney down into this room. And now you all are there. You don't know who anybody is. You're just in this room. There's a line of people. You can hear talking inside of the chambers. Kind of two big doors with 2 guards guarding it. And everybody's just kind of sitting outside, awaiting a meeting with Duchess Morwen, the leader of Daggerford. And the guards have given you instructions to not speak. If there's any noise, they seem to poke people with their pikes. It's very orderly, so to speak. And so now I want you to now enter back into your body. And you kind of all are looking around and you're confused. Why am I called here? I didn't get here too long ago. Some of you maybe were here longer. Some maybe just arrived a few days ago. But you're all summoned to her quarters at this time. And at that moment, you kind of hear the guards kind of look at each other and they open the door and you see two women walk out, one in tears. Goodness, I thought we would have made more progress on that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. And the other lady's just kind of, she's teary-eyed, but she's not saying anything. And she kind of has a stone look upon her face. And at this moment, the guards shut the door. And one kind of steps over. And he walks over to you. And he grabs you. Remember, no talking in unless the Duchess says. Please, enter. And as he enters, you will see if we can get this. Oh. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Whoa! Who's that guy? Now we'll have to figure out how to go back and forth. And at this moment, I want
just simply your books, because they can all saw you were grabbed. What is your character doing? Obviously, we have this, so pretty similar to that. I kind of have more down, more
Used practicing battle, different types of missions. I like kind of steampunk glasses on my side, you see different what look like to be trinkets. Some of them also different tools, like a slingshot that I have as well.
pokes you in the back with his.
Enter. You now enter this room.
And up here, I can see the unit kind of right there. Yeah, you
grab it from the guard shuts the door.
How many were there? I was never good at counting.
It's supposed to be your job. Fuck. I think there was 5.
I'll take your word for it.
I can't remember which ones.
I think that. And he walks over.
To a blue dragonborn. You're next. Go in there. No speaking. Join the other. And I would like you to now explain your character.
Alright, so my guy, kind of what you see there, is pretty close. He's a blue dragonborn, but he's very weathered and old. So there's like a lot of scarring on him and a lot of age. He has a big crown of horns on his head that kind of grow like around the perimeter of his head. Uses a cane, or not a cane, but a staff to kind of get by, but you can tell he's also got some use out of that in the past as well, and is well versed with it, but also carries a sword at his side. You see various tomes and books also at my side or kind of on my belt, some of which seem to be maybe unnatural or even ancient. Kind of a little rough around the edges. Like I said, he's old, but mysterious. He's not going to give you a lot.
And you see Dra-Zhul get poked into the room. And now you two stand side by side. Kind of look at each other.
Is it Stormfang?
Storm.
Ah, look at me. Look at me. Good job. Good job.
I put Stormfang.
Storm.
I'm the fucking dyslexic one.
Okay,
And I'm the one who doesn't checks. And the guard shuts the door once again. I think it was that small one over there.
Yes.
I don't know why she I don't know. Tiny. A little fierce though.
Let's carry.
All right. Very well.
This is definitely Josh.
And he walks over and he kind of pokes, and your character is currently kind of head down, and you kind of get awoken by a little poke. Hey, you're next. Don't keep the Duchess waiting. Go in there. And the other guard kind of opens the door for you. Josh, you can introduce your character.
You see a 3-4 foot sized character. He is wearing very unique clothing. He's wearing a lot of different things on his pack. Things such as like little tools, trinkets, dagger holsters, things like that. And you do see a crossbow on his back. His face, he looks aged, but looking deeper into him, he doesn't look so old. He's more just worn down. He seems like
he's been through a lot in his life, and he's maybe just tired so much. He's not like the age is not old, but like he looks like he's been like a slave for the last 50 years of his life. And the biggest thing you notice about him is that he looks to be very distracted.
And you see now Alaric enters through the doors, and once again kind of shuts, like same kind of situation, shuts the door as he enters. Now you three all are sitting in this room. I gotta not go up here. This is where it's difficult. And the guards, this time he's feeling a little more confident. And he peers over and he walks over to an older man. Again, everybody seems to be old.
We're old as dirt.
Hey, old man. Seems like they need a little bit of wisdom in there. Get your ass in there. Don't know if you can talk. And he kind of motions you in, and he's kind of like, he almost feels like he needs your help. But then he's like, oh, he's moving just fine. And you open up the door, and Ned, explain your character.
Yeah, so what you guys see is this very elderly man in a wizard hat and robes, blue and red, with a birchwood staff, illuminating a little bit of blue at the top. He's got a long, white, scruffy beard with long, white hair going out the back of his wizard hat. And as he goes into the room, you hear, if you're still in this room, back, and if you're in the room, you hear this old man kind of mumbling to himself. And holding close, he's got this very large book that he's holding as well.
Sure, you can hold that.
Well, I'll be fine. Thank you.
And the door swings open, and
Vildor enters.
oh shit,
He's 6'5". Yeah, he's big.
big man,
Big old tall.
all the minis turned out good. I'm not gonna lie, Hero Forge is doing a solid.
Yeah, I want to see.
And now the last one. This one appears to be a little bit more scary. His clothes don't appear to be, but he's a large fella.
He is rather big. Maybe that's good.
Do you want to go get him or me?
I can do it.
All right.
You're next. Come with me. And I'll open the door.
Follow.
Describe your character.
Okay, my guy, he is very large. He is a minotaur. But, I mean, that picture actually does a great job with him. He's got long hair, but usually it's tied back. He's got glasses on, and as you can see with his clothes, he's dressed very scholarly. He looks, unlike many minotaurs, they might look tough and ragged. He's very polished, well put together. He's got a giant satchel with him that has tons of books, and you see papers kind of falling apart or falling out. He just has a ton in that satchel, a lot of books. Yeah, that he has on him.
All right. And you now see enter the last and final person. Gorrath. And so you all enter, but this time the guards follow in behind you. And they kind of shut the door and they close a lock down on it. Duchess, I believe these are the ones you have been looking for.
Yes! Yes! Come!
And as that happens, the guards kind of poke you all in the back. You guys begin walking towards the stairs. And she sits on this throne. The room kind of looks a little bit like this. And she sits up on that throne with the moonlight shining in. There's fire lit kind of around her leading up to it.
So, you are all of my weary travelers who are going to help me with a little problem. So, the first thing I need you to do is there is a cabin outside of the town. There's a farm. It's very good for our livestock and helps us keep food for the city. The
problem is it's been a little bit of a run-in with some creatures. I've been told a couple of different things. Wolves, some people have said. Spiders, some people have said. Little beings, maybe goblins. I'm not entirely sure. I've never been there. I don't leave these city halls often. But you are to go and take care of them, as I need food for my people. And this is a very important job. And you'll be paid well if you do this successfully. I need you to collect the heads of the things that are invested in this cabin or this farm, and bring them to me as proof that you have completed your job. And then we will talk.
And Vildor's gonna point at the Duchess. And guys, he's kind of leaning on his staff. And he's gonna cast Message. And everyone else is kind of but you hear, say, Duchess, what do you make of the heads that
And I can respond back, yeah, just in my head. In my head, I'll just respond back that it is just a form of proof. I'm not doing anything with the heads. They're just a proof that the job is done.
you see Vildor kind of lean off his staff? Not as a little.
Do you have any questions for me? Yes, you, little one.
Why do you need everyone here?
Because I have sent bands of people across and to do this, and they have not been successful. I've sent a couple of guards, and I've sent a couple of other scouting parties, and none of them seem to get it done. So, instead of using my own men to take away from the city and the guard and everything, I figure I could round up a couple of gold-hungry travelers that might take this feat on, and then perhaps actually be successful. And the more the merrier when it comes to parties like this.
This is what we look like to you. Gold-hungry travelers.
Are you saying you don't want payment?
I'll accept your payment. To think that I am here to just travel and do side jobs like it's my main goal on this plane is ridiculous.
Well, I'll have you know, but this is only the first half of your job. I need the spider heads first, and then I will give you your second task.
I have another question for the old man here. If he keels over, do we save him or do we leave him?
That is up to you.
Oh, alright.
What strategies have other groups tried so far? I don't want to fail.
Honestly, I have no idea, because they haven't come back.
I need to tactfully think of this.
How much gold are you proposing for your extermination job?
So, I think that in the payment of this job, that it's going to be 50 gold total. You can split it between all of you.
So you're saying if I just came back myself, I would get all the 50 gold?
If you brought all the evidence that the job was done, then yes.
Oh, perfect.
Don't get any ideas.
What if, instead of gold, I request entry to your archives?
We will see. You come back, and then we can talk.
No, after we get this gold.
Yes!
I love it.
Yes!
I was waiting for you to talk. I don't know. Let's go.
Is there a place I can spend it on some ale?
Oh, yes. There's plenty of fine taverns in this establishment, but I don't think you'll need to worry about that.
Alright, then I'm signed up then.
We've got quite the group here, Duchess.
Yes, I think we do. Maybe they'll be successful.
No, I have a feeling they will. They have quite the accents. I love it.
Now, the farm is just on the outside of the eastern gate. You will walk out the gate, and it should be about 20 to 30 minutes walk from the city. The reason for this, and why this is such a high priority to me, is because of the fact that it is so near to the city, and I do not want this, whatever it is, to spread its infection into my city. Other things have happened, and
we've been able to keep them at bay, but this is the closest threat I've ever had. So I need this taken care of, and I trust that you guys will be able to do this.
Do you know what it is? Because I do.
What is it?
I'm not going to say it.
You fool, shut your mouth! You know nothing! Let us get on the move. The sooner we finish these spiders, the sooner we can come back and receive our petty payment.
The guards will show you to the gates, and then once you are outside of the gates, you are on your own. Just follow the road. It will take you right to the cabin.
Yes, I will do that, my Duchess.
Now go!
And he kind of motions you over, and he kind of follows your guard that you were playing, the other one. Then the bigger one kind of walks up to the Duchess. Kind of whispers.
All right, come with me. I'll lead you out of here.
And he kind of pushes open the big two open doors, the wooden doors. And you kind of pass through everybody, and you do notice those two women that were crying are kind of still in there, huddled in a corner, almost like they're awaiting another meeting with the Duchess, like they didn't get what they wanted. You leave the front gates, you walk down a couple set of stairs, and you actually look up, and in the moonlit sky on top of the town hall, you see that hawk. And it appears to be perched out. You know how birds move their heads super quickly. And it's got a large rabbit in its mouth.
Right this way.
And as these two guards walk down the street, the people of Daggerford seem to they make way. It's late, but there's still people out and about. Doesn't appear the town has went to sleep whatsoever. So while you walk, it's just voices kind of lower as you guys walk through. Some of them haven't seen you, so like, who are these people in these unique clothes, so to speak? You walk by an inn to your right, a couple houses to your left. It is a fairly small town. And in the distance, you see that entrance to Daggerford that many of you walked through to get here. And when you get to the gate, you see a couple guards at the top. They're wearing very raggedy armor. You can tell, like, leather caps. It's not a well-off town. But these two guards are a little bit more heavily armored, and the one stops.
All right, you're going to head that way.
And he points east out of the gate, which is to the left.
Follow the path. You're going to see there's mysterious visitors that have arrived only a few days ago. The Duchess gave me a note that she wishes you deliver to them. I have had no run-ins myself, but we have sent guards to tell them to leave our lands. And they are refusing. The odd fellow that is there, not the most odd, different, just keeps pushing me off. For our gods off. So take this message,
And it's kind of rolled up in a scroll-like fashion.
and deliver it to them. The Queen may add some extra reward if you're able to get them to shoo off. Now shoo.
We'll make sure they get off here.
I appreciate that. Dorian, correct?
Correct.
I just spoke like you with your accent.
It's infectious.
It is. I love it.
Anyways, be on your way. And he kind of motions you out. The guy at the top, or he's like up a set of stairs, he kind of starts cranking, and the gate begins to kind of open up. As it opens, you all, I assume, kind of leave the gates and are now outside of the castle. Where now there's just two torches on the walls behind you, and in front of you is you see some trees out to your right. The left seems to be a little more open, and there's a path that leads out around to the left that appears to go to the east, where you see some farmland out in the distance, as well as some more trees. And you see lights emitting in the distance, and it appears that people are dancing. You can see their silhouettes moving, and a slight hum of like a lute playing, which you would get the sense is what that guard was talking about and where that note needs to go. Okay? So right now you are currently outside the castle walls, and what would you like to do next?
I'm gonna just start walking the path.
Okay, start walking the path. And so you see Dra-Zhul, the blue dragonborn, begin to walk.
Excuse me.
Yes, old man.
Well, I do think there might be some counsel that should be done before, say, we make a hasty decision.
So I'm gonna like smack my staff on the road and say,
What sort of counsel do you suggest we have about what direction we go?
Well, I see a couple of different paths here. I see one that leads straight, one where we could possibly deliver the note, and the other, I don't know, it piques my curiosity though.
Well, the guard said we need to deliver the note.
For some extra gold, I think it's good to consider another option, another way to talk to them.
I know the Duchess is up to more than just this note delivery. This is a test. When we pass this test, she'll give us the true quest that she's calling us here for. The sooner we deliver this note, the sooner we get through the bullshit. Are you coming or not?
Oh, I suppose. And so the old man is going to start
And who
walking.
has the note? Sorry, I'll say I handed it to Dra-Zhul. Okay, you have the note currently.
just saying like I'm kind of hastily walking, like I'm kind of in a hurry, like I want to get through this in a way. Like just, you can tell he's like kind of upset.
So you three see these two begin to kind of walk off.
I'll start following behind, a few steps behind, but I'll start moving. I'm gonna start reading a book while I'm walking.
I'll follow as well now. Shout up. What does that note even say there, Lonnie?
Sounds like fat bastard.
I'm without even looking. I'm just gonna like hand it back.
I'll grab it.
Once I see the note is being handed back, I'm gonna try to hustle up there because I want to know this action.
see the Minotaur run up there, kind of try to peer over the shoulder.
What is this?
Don't worry, I'll read it to you.
Thank you.
Kind of open it up.
To the Vistani bandits outside my city. Heed my warning. I know not what magic you possess or the tricks that you are playing, but you must vacate my city immediately. I am not a patient woman, and so for you, I've only received subtle warnings from my city guards. The next time someone comes for you, it won't be to deliver a warning, it will be to bring your head to my stairs. Looks like we're getting into a fight.
So she wants us to kill them?
She wants us to hand them the note. If they don't leave, then I think they're the spiders that she wants exterminated.
Agreed. We could try to kill them in sleep. I'm good at that.
No, we were thinking too hastily about this.
What is it you suggest, Vildor?
Well, say, Dra-Zhul, we could potentially reason with this pack of bandits that are labeled. We don't even know these folk. And some Duchess is sending us off to kill them.
Yes, rage without reason. It's fire without focus, bright but quickly ash.
I am just merely stumbled upon Daggerford. I do not merely wish to stumble upon an enemy so easily.
Let's talk to them first.
I will agree, it seems as though there's ulterior motives that this Duchess holds.
I tell you what we can do is you four go in, I'll maybe try to hide behind something, and if things get hairy, I can, you know what, go for the throats.
You want a signal. You want us to let you know. I don't want you shooting for no reason.
Yes, Mr. Nimblewick, please keep your thing on your back, please.
Well, what do you want me to do then?
Well, just sit tight and let the old man do the talking.
I mean, that's how you believe that you can talk to them, but I feel like if they're going to read that note saying that it's not her gods, they're going to expecting we're the ones who's killing. That's correct.
How do they know that we haven't tore through their guards?
Well, that's a good point.
Let's let the old man speak. If things get hairy, like you said, I'll growl and start firing. That's when war will begin.
I like you, big one.
And this month, the ruthless.
Well, shall we proceed?
We shall.
And so Vildor is going to kind of proceed up to the shadowy area for like the soul. That's where they're dancing.
Okay.
How far out are we right now?
I'd say roughly like a football field, so about 100 yards.
We're in range.
Of where these people are.
These people are. It's not far from the city at all. Like it's just kind of on a hill
Gotcha.
up in the distance. Like it's fairly close, far enough away, but
Are there wooded areas or anything?
there's wooded areas off to your right. It's kind of like a plazy more in the middle, and then over behind where this camp is, it's also wooded.
Okay, I'm gonna go in the wooded area. I'm gonna begin traveling.
So you're gonna go to the right.
Yes,
kinda-
and
you're
I'm
gonna go
gonna
off the
still follow
path.
them.
You're going off the path and kind of in the wooded area.
Yes.
Eventually, you will come to a kind of clearing, but you will be able to jump into the woods again before you get
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'll do.
And all of you begin to walk towards the encampment. As you walk, you hear that music, the lute, begin to, you're able to hear it more easily. You kind of hear voices, just kind of chatter. You kind of hear moving, laughing. It sounds like they're having a good time. As you continue to approach, you see a figure standing outside of a tent, kind of just leaning on a tree. Post up, he's bald. You can see at the top of his head, it's glistening. And when he sees you approaching, he kind of dips back into the encampment, and he's no longer in sight. You continue to walk and walk and walk, and now you're within about 30 feet. And you kind of hear, hush, 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 hush. And everything kind of gets quiet. And all you hear is the ruffling of your armor as your staffs are hitting the ground. And just the breathing of each other. And you hear Alaric, you kind of hear him bustling in the trees very quietly. I actually would like you to roll a stealth check for me.
Let's roll.
Oh, nice. Average and everything. 18.
18. So it sounds like just leaves rustling in the forest. Can't barely tell where he's at, but you know he's in there, so you can kind of see him move throughout the forest. And as you approach, you come around the first tent where the light is kind of shining out, and you see that bald-headed man sitting on a wooden stump, kind of staring at you, just kind of doing one of these, looking at all of you.
I'm gonna kind of.
Are we right in front of him now?
You're about 20 feet away.
We bring word from the Duchess.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
What would that be?
Vildor, hand me the note.
Oh, yes.
So I'll take it and I'll walk it up to him.
I feel like maybe I've received one of these before. What is it?
It's not any of my business.
All right, I see it, please.
Simply ask to deliver a
And
message.
before he hands you the note, I stick my staff between the hand and the note.
What is your purpose here? What are you gathering? Oh, yeah, we're just here searching for people. I don't know. We're just here. We're on a mission.
And you can see he's kind of just looking around very quickly.
Whoa! Like we're on a mission too.
What is it? Perhaps you should share details of your mission, and maybe we can become an acquaintance.
Our mission is, and he kind of looks at you, and he kind of like seems to just kind of peer. He kind of peers at you. And he like awkwardly pauses the conversation. and looks at every single one of you.
Friend, we're talking. What your mission? You were telling me details.
My mission is to try to retrieve warriors of someone.
Warriors for what, sir?
I do not know. I do not know. Just warriors. We've been here for some days. We were told to come here.
Who told you?
I do not speak his name.
Warriors gathering. Typically mean some sort of thing.
It could be. I promise you, I'm a very peaceful fellow.
I'm gonna kind of give Vildor a look like I'm not trusting this guy.
Trust me, I know I seem like I'm nervous, but I am. I get nervous sometimes. We were just having fun, and I saw you approaching, and they have sent gods a couple times, and I don't appreciate it when they send gods.
And I'm gonna
We don't fight.
lean on my staff, and I'm gonna point towards Dra-Zhul. This man is giving me ill messages. I'm having a trouble finding it.
Am I able to like talk
You're able to
back?
respond.
Back, yeah, telepathically.
I want to know more about his mission and who sent him. Why you won't name him. This reminds me of certain deities.
So, you gathering an army of sorts. Well, I see 4 strangers and lads here who might join your cause if you perhaps were to give them more detail.
I promise I could. I just... Could I please read the note?
Yeah, that seems fair. All right, friend.
I just want to know what this note even is, and you said it's from the Duchess?
Well, I believe so.
We haven't had the opportunity to hear it yet, so...
I have a feeling you already know what it says.
I probably do, but I just would like to read it.
And he kind of takes it, and he begins to read, and still weirdly shifting his head around.
Oh. What is it? She wants us to leave, doesn't she?
Well, I don't think she wants you to leave completely.
I don't know why she doesn't like my company.
Maybe if you just were to relocate, say, 400 yards that way.
Anyway, do you think she'd be happy with that?
Yes, I do believe so.
I'll think about it. Is this the only reason why that you guys came out here?
Yeah. Indeed.
Well, I promise I will begin packing up my things, but I do wish... Could you come back after? Sometimes I get sick of these people. I see them all quite often.
How many people are here in like this little area?
Roughly about 10.
Okay.
About 10 people. It appears there's one person playing the lute, a couple now just kind of standing around the fire. Looks like they're trying to stay warm after the music was kind of cut off. And they're kind of just all looking at you.
Do they look like civilians, or more like soldier-like? Could they hold their own in the fight?
They look like civilians.
Okay.
Like they appear to be just travelers. And they don't really have many things set up. You get the sense that they travel a lot.
I'm getting gypsy vibes.
Yeah.
You know, they say many hands make light work. We could help move their stuff.
And now we've become movers.
That would actually be great.
Gorrath,
Well, hey,
excellent idea.
here's the thing.
We can do it quick.
I actually have somewhat of an idea. Not necessarily the person who asked me to come, but the person higher than me, I guess.
What's their name?
Her name is Madam Eva. She's a very wise one. If you guys traveled, I don't know, do you have any ties to Daggerford?
They have a lot of ale, I hear.
They do, but I promise, I have very good wine.
Not as enticing, but I take it.
It's some of the best.
I won't do that.
But if you guys come with me, you can relocate and then you can come back.
How far are we moving?
it's through that way down the road, and you see he kind of points down past the farm, and it appears, and there's like kind of some trees and forest behind there. It's gonna be that way.
Seems like a lot of moving. Oh, it's a good idea, but
Can I do like an insight check on this fella?
Yeah.
6.
You don't read a whole lot. You try to kind of give him a little side eye, like he's not telling me something, but you don't appear to catch on anything.
And say, fella, what was your name again?
My name is Stanimir.
Well, Stanimir. The pleasure is mine. My name is Vildor.
Oh, good to meet you, Vildor.
And say if you were to embark on this slight relocation with you, what would be in it for us?
I promised lots of wine. I'll take you to speak to Madam Eva. She is quite good at reading those that she does not know. You may learn something about yourself.
I love to learn. Well, buddy, I don't see an issue here. We're just helping a distraught young man here.
Yes. See what comes from it. Don't expect me to do too much of the heavy lifting.
Well, I mean, we can start to get things picked up.
Yes, let's start. Start now.
Right. Should I should I send a wagon up ahead?
Yeah. I'd say so.
All right. And he kind of goes into one of the tents, and he disappears, and he kind of tells everybody, hey, begin packing up the things.
I want to kind of look around while they're doing this. Just maybe for weapons, maybe anything I see that I think looks off.
And you just, I mean, make a perception check. 5. So with a 5, you don't see any sort of weapons. The only thing you see, weapon-like, is the tent that Stanimir just walked into. On the outside of it, leaning up against a tree, is a gold sword.
I want to walk over to the sword. I just want to like really inspect it and try to determine what it is and just really analyze, look at the markings, anything like that.
And so you're kind of looking at it, and as you're kind of peering down, Stanimir kind of walks back out. You heard him talking there. What are you doing?
Oh, it's a beautiful sword.
Yes, but it's not yours.
Of course, I'm just looking.
Hey, shoot.
Don't shoot me.
Don't shoot me.
No, I promise. I don't want him to get hurt.
I agree.
Yes, that's why I would get away from the sword.
What does the sword do?
Nothing.
I'm gonna notice this altercation. I'm gonna kind of hone in on what's the guy's name? Stanimir.
Yeah.
And
Is this your sword?
I'm gonna try to get a read on him and see if
no,
I
it's not
can
mine.
understand like why he's so panicked.
And he kind of like he can you help me? And he kind of peeks into the tent, and you hear this.
Hurry. With all of the commotion going on, I have essentially been waiting inside the tent, waiting for Stanimir to call me to whatever duty he has again. And as I hear the altercation or the conversation happening, I've actually already started getting myself a bit ready as I put my armor on. I take a bit of a rag, wipe my face, put it in a pouch on the inside, put a little bit of my regalness on, fix my cloak, strap on my belt for where my claymore would be, and I walk out with my whole helmet on as well.
That is what you see. And so out walks. So we're kind of right in front of this tent. And this figure walks out. Oh, where's my other one? That's all I need.
I've noticed they're not getting away from your sword.
And as you all notice that you can't even see their face, as all you hear is the dangling chain in front of their face and a nice piece of chainmail and one full armed guard with a little bit of not necessarily tattered, but black and very light blue, but faded for sure, armor, a robe-like material, some simple leathers, and a bit of a cloak-ish that kind of obfuscates a little bit of something, but the one thing that you do see underneath that cloak that still peeks out is a pendant. And you also notice that that pendant is broken into like a third, so it doesn't quite look like this. But as she walks out, she looks over at whatever figure is trying to inspect my claymore. If I were you, I would step away.
I'm sorry, truthfully, it's just a beautiful item. I'm a history buff. I want to learn. This is truly magnificent.
It is.
You've come to help.
If you dare touch it again, you'll see that your horns are skewered off your body.
You're mistaken. First off, Stanimir might have told you I've touched it, but I did not touch. I investigated. I looked. I would not disrespect you. But watch where you come with those insults and those threats, because I do not take them lightly.
Then try me.
I mean no harm.
Bow now.
And then she picks up her claymore and she twirls it around her back and she's it into her side.
Why is everyone so aggressive around here? We are strangers. This is not how we interact in a civil society. Apologies for my friend.
My guy, while this is going on, he's starting to just really kind of heavy.
You can see in the cool air, you can see out of
And
Gorrath's nose.
if anybody's
that
watching,
shoots,
takes a deep breath. He's just going to walk off and find somewhere to sit. He's going to pull out a journal
And
and
as
start writing.
he walks away,
When you
she
walk away, Stanimir actually follows you.
kind of looks across all of you, and as he kind of huffs and walks out and sits by himself and Stanimir follows, because she is just made known to you, she kind of scoffs at all of you. And you can see her shake her head very slightly.
I didn't catch your name.
My name is Ynryll.
Ynryll. The pleasure is mine. It's Vildor Vex, the Andra of the Alaric patrons.
We do realize your staves bring unwanted attention out here in the night.
Oh, this whole thing? It's just a piece of birchwood, my friend.
There are things out here that can see its magical prowess.
Interesting. Are you from this part of the world?
No.
Well, do enlighten me. Where are you from?
Let's say it's not from somewhere that is so lively with conflict, and so lively with people who are colorful. They make this duty a bit more complicated.
Well, say, what are you doing traveling with this group of companions? If you do not mind me asking.
As you all have made it known, you've been hired, so have I.
Well, I hope for the same cause. Some shiny armor there, my friend.
She doesn't say anything, she just...
Insider.
Okay.
I don't know.
And it's hard to really insight Ynryll because she doesn't really, you can't see her face, but in her voice, you feel just this cold truth. And then
And you also, I guess, will notice that she does have a crown on. It's not quite exact on there from what I pictured, but it is this gothic crown. And it's in certain light, you have a hard time telling what type of metal it's made out of. It kind of looks like gunmetal, maybe steel, maybe silver, some type of gold, bronze. It's kind of like just this ruddy metal that sometimes glistens a different shade of metal in the light. But you do notice the one thing that does poke out is she does have in the base of the crown just a row of this purple chromium type color of roses, sort of filigreed or outlined at the base.
And as I'm kind of talking to her, I'm going to point at her and speak freely, my friend. The secrets are safe with me. What calls you out here?
Unfortunately, I don't know. I've been tasked to be here by Stanimir. I'm yet to figure out what my next task for them are.
Vildor kind of nods his head.
As it's going on, we're gonna see Alaric kind of step out of the tent. He's gonna bottle of wine and say, I tell you what, Stanimir wasn't lying about the wine he has. I checked the tent. There's plenty of it.
Stanimir, as he's walking away, he turns around and he sees you with the wine. How did you get that?
And instinctively, Ynryll will take out her sword and put it against her arm next to you.
What are you going to do to me?
Do you want to find that out?
And Stanimir will kind of run over.
It's okay. I promise.
And he kind of stares at you. And he kind of like looks at you a little more in depth. Like longer than when he looked at everybody else.
And he kind of lame.
And he kind of smiles. It's like almost like something clicked.
Wait, yes. You must come see. Madam Eva has the answers you seek. We must hurry.
But first, let me try that wine.
I like, toss it over.
Shit, you're right. That's good.
Taste.
No.
and he grabs in his back pocket and he just kind of drinks a little bit.
All right. You guys can continue talking. I'm sorry. I'm going to go talk to your Harry friend over there.
And
hurry, everybody! Packing the things up. We must go soon.
And he kind of rustles off to follow you.
Dear diary.
And so at this moment, everybody begins packing things up. You guys do not have to help. They are getting things, starting to take tents down, stakes out of tents. They put the fire out. They're beginning to get those things tidied up to be taken elsewhere. Would you all like to continue your conversation?
I was just gonna kind of try to read the room and see if I recognize any of the symbols or any sort of sigils or anything that they were wearing. Just
of the people?
Yeah, just to see if I can catch any sort of background, if I know anything about this.
It doesn't appear so. They're all wearing a dark color and their clothes are tattered. Not like they're poor. It appears that they've been wearing these clothes. You get a slight scent of stench.
They just seem like regular vagabonds.
Just regular, yeah. Yeah, you're getting this weird sense about these people, but there's no red flags that you've seen yet, other than the fact that he's just kind of off.
Yeah.
Okay? And so he runs over to you, Gorrath.
Hello. I'm sorry for that inconvenience. I just didn't want you to touch the sword.
That is okay. I sometimes become angry easily, but I understand. Is that's Ynryl's? Whatever that person's name is.
Ynryll.
Ynryll. Yes.
Ynryll. Yeah, Ynryll.
Yes, Ynryll. Seems like an interesting character. long have you been aligned?
Maybe a month or two. I haven't seen her for some time. I just reached out to her not too long ago.
She sure is interesting over here. She point your damn sword at me.
How long have you been on this mission?
She doesn't look.
This is about day.
She stands in front of
I
her.
don't do track, but 7 or 8.
7 or 8 missions?
No, this is the day 7 or 8
Oh,
being
okay.
here. Is he? Our master sent us here.
I'm looking forward to meeting Eva.
Yes,
Is
she's a
anything
very
you-
delightful person. It is. I mean, a little bit of a travel. At first, I thought we were just going to relocate, but if we want to go talk to Madam Eva, we can. It's just going to be about a day travel.
Is the farm on the way?
Yeah, farm. On the way there.
Yeah, they're right there. And he kind of peers out. In the daytime, you can see a little more. Not too many people appear to be there. I haven't seen any life.
Before we go, we'll have to talk to our group on our mission and make sure we're aligned with the plan going forward.
Right, yes. Yes, but again, Madam Eva has the answers you seek.
I appreciate you talking to us. I'm going to help out.
All right, well, I'm going to get things packed up. When you guys are ready, let us know. Ynryll, you can hang out, stand up, and you don't have to clean up anything unless you want to.
Jaws.
My cleanup is easy.
And so now you guys kind of go off in your own little area. Ynryll and Stanimir begin packing up their things, and you see people begin throwing the few wagons they have with a couple horses. They begin putting things into the wagons.
We're aligned. We're together right now.
You guys are together, yeah. I'm assuming you walked kind of out of the camp, necessarily like their main part, and you are by yourselves.
One thing you guys notice as they're packing up to get ready to move camp is Vildor's helping out, and he's very nimble for a very old man. His joints are loose, and he's very flexible.
So the guy's not helping out. When I talk to
So yes, you 4.
What do you think about this guy, these people?
I think he's mad. He clearly like some witch in the woods.
If we follow them, will that lead us to our other mission with the spiders? I think we need to make that happen, no matter what.
If it's dangerous, I believe that we need to not bring them with close to that farm. These guys don't look like fighters. I checked their tents. There wasn't any weapons I saw.
I'm not concerned with their fate.
Ynryll will definitely fight. I don't know if it will be for us or against us, though.
Perhaps we can go ahead a little bit in case we do run into trouble.
I wonder why she doesn't show her face.
Probably ugly.
Make a perception.
Probably ugly.
You didn't say it loud. It's not.
No, that's totally.
Dorian likes it
16.
You do not catch. You do not catch the slight remark by Gorrath.
That's fine. Actually, I probably wouldn't have at this point because now that I know that the little halfling has been rummaging around in tents, I actually kind of back into my own tent and I sort of look around for anything like traps, or I look around for any sort of thing being stolen or misplaced, or even shifted around.
Make an investigation check.
Crit failed.
First for the campaign.
You do not notice anything moved. It appears to all be in place.
In this sort of like frazzled state that she actually finds herself in for the first time in a while, she sort of like quickly turns and she looks through her own stuff to make sure she has her holy symbol there.
Okay. And as you do that, you do see her holy symbol there.
Okay, and then she kind of like shakes her head a little bit at herself. She actually puts it on now just to make sure it is a little bit closer to herself.
Okay. Okay. And then do you begin packing up, or are you kind of waiting?
I wait only because my packing will be very quick.
Okay.
So I'll wait to be the last one.
Our group is ready, and you are. We will help finish packing, but on the way past the farm, I request you stay back as we investigate it.
I can do that. Is that okay?
I mean, do you want us to begin heading that way, or do you want us to wait a little bit?
What's your pass up? What's that?
So don't go near the farm.
Just
Put in the dunk cap.
Is something wrong?
No.
Let us enter the farm first. Make sure everything's alright.
Alright, well, maybe he just first one of those two.
Naturally.
Yeah. He's just inciting kind of the conversation.
I'm getting the sense that there's something wrong with the farm, based on your actions.
Nothing will go wrong if you stay away.
I think I was sent Ynryll with. Is that okay?
Is she going to try to stab me in the back? Are you her master?
Oh, yeah, she works for me.
Well, tell her not to
I won't.
poke me.
But
She'll regret it. I am small, but
there's
I promise her I will make her pay if she does.
you just make sure not to stab any of us in the back.
Why would I?
And he kind of just looks away.
We're stronger together than apart.
Ynryll will be an asset to our company, and we appreciate that.
Ynryll. With all that armor, how do you go to the bathroom? Do you have to take all of it off?
She walks out of her tent.
It's always going to be someone.
And why does my allegiance have anything to do with what we do today?
Foolish halfling.
Why do you need to know this?
Statistically, women don't like to talk about this. You might have said that.
I'm gonna smack on the back of the head, kind of lightly with my staff.
Foolish. Fool.
Don't act like you are thinking it.
I don't think stupid things like that.
I've not met a woman like before.
Statistically, I feel like you should just keep your mouth shut before I cut it out of you.
There you go.
Is that correct?
We know it's back that. So don't back that.
But where I'm from, respect gets respect.
Hey, your master said not to do that to me. You better watch it.
And then I must ask you to respect me and not talk about my privates.
All right, I will. As long as you don't threaten me again.
This is hostility isn't needed.
Just because I'm small, is that why you're picking on me now?
No, you just caused the most problem.
That's not a problem that I caused. I asked you a simple question. You didn't like it, and you
Sneaking around tents is a problem.
Well,
Now, friends, we're losing nightfall. We should probably head to the farm if we are to move whatever this is.
Don't say it, Vildor. Let's travel that way.
Stanimir, am I to follow?
Define them.
Am I needed in this?
Sorry, I was spacing off. What are they doing?
We're going to the farm.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, I thought you were waiting for us.
We'll go early.
Oh, all right. Yes, I want you to go with. I'm nervous about what I missed there, and I think these ones will help us with our travels. I want to make sure they're okay.
Fine. And she walks to her tent again one last time, and you see the tent essentially fold in on itself, and then she just is holding a rod, and the tent is completely gone. Everything within it is gone. And she puts the rod in her pack at her side. Well, you say we're losing nightfall, yet I perform the best in the dark. And I start walking towards the farm.
And you see Ynryll begin to walk towards the farm without any of anybody else kind of initiating it. You see Ynryll begin to head that way first. Will you all follow?
I'll follow.
Okay.
Ynryll, later, please. Okay, so old man tailing behind.
Mortals in their pride.
You guys all follow. And now you're kind of leaving. You don't hear the rustling of the packing up. None of that stuff. It's just the dead of night. You begin walking down a path. You kind of backtrack a little bit, and then you kind of come to a fork in the road, and you head down towards the farm. It wasn't much of a detour, maybe 30 seconds kind of the other way, and then you head back down a different path, now again towards the east. As you approach, how close do you get?
I want to at least stop within about 150 feet.
Okay.
For sure. And stop. And hold my claymore at the actual blade at my my side, unsheathed, and I kind of just try to make any notice of anything moving. Not even at the farm, but on the outskirts.
I've got dark vision, so I was kind of thinking I would do the same thing. I would kind of stand out there and do like a raw, like
I also have
scanning.
Okay. When are you guys in like the open? Are you like there is some wooded area kind of like around you, not dense? Are you in the open or are you like kind of on the road?
I'd say I'm probably just in the road.
In the road.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to, whoever's doing this, which may be all of you, to make perception checks.
Yeah, 17.
17.
12.
What goes ass?
15. 15.
18.
18.
30, 20.
30, 20.
Just looking around.
Okay. You three. All, yeah, those dice have not been treating you well. You three, as you're kind of scanning, and since you decided to scan the entire area, not just the farm, out of a tree, I'd say like 20 feet outside of the farm, so it's still quite a bit away, you notice a figure that appears to just kind of sleek back into the tree. You notice a slight movement. But once it goes up under the brush where you can't see it anymore with the moonlight, you don't see it anymore. You just saw the silhouette. It appeared to be kind of two legs and a kind of a mass begin to go up.
Halfling. Did you see that?
I did. Halfling, did you see it?
Say what?
I did.
What am I missing?
Clock it. Make sure you don't lose it.
On the tree line. Figures look sneaking back into the leaves, the trees.
And after he says that, you see Vildor open his book, and he pulls a spell, and you see it ripple onto his chest, and he casts Mage Armor.
Okay. Throw that on there. He just used mage armor, so he's a little bit.
I'm gonna see where I saw that figure. Was it in the woods?
It was in like a lone tree.
A tree.
So like you're not in a forest or woods, but you're in like a scarce wooded area, right? Like a timber. Like they're not everywhere, but they're kind of scattered about. But then if you were to walk like an additional 50 feet, it would clear up into less dense wooded area. Like I know it's a little confusing, but you're not in dense now. But once you get to the farm, it kind of looks like they've cut some trees down.
Okay.
But there isn't a few of them around. And that one in particular, that's like I said, 20 feet outside of the farmhouse or whatnot. That's where you saw that.
Okay, I'm going to try to because it is night, correct?
Yes.
So
it is like it's lighter though. Like the moon is full, you can see fine. Like it seems to be just like a clear night.
Gotcha. I'm going to try to move towards where I saw that figure, and I'm going to try to hide if there's like a tree, bushes, something, but try to move my way.
You do notice like a fence that would be roughly about 30 feet from the tree.
Yeah, I'll have a dagger then.
Okay. I want you to make a stealth check. Is anybody else going with, or are you guys staying back?
You're going to the tree?
He's going up. Yeah, I think he's going to attempt to go to like this stone.
Yup.
It looks like a cobblestone fence.
Is that like more towards the farm or is it out off of it?
It would be. It's towards the farm.
I'm going to keep going towards the farm, so I'll go with them. I'm
Okay.
not trying to stealth anything.
All right. So you're just going to walk.
I'm just kind of
I
trying
get 10.
A 10. Alrighty. All right. So as you approach, you two, right? You three. I'm assuming are staying back. I just want to make sure.
I am going to
Stay back. So you're going to stay about 120 feet back.
I am essentially going to
I'm going with.
You're going with.
So I'm gonna say I'm creeping up, but I'm not in a hurry. Maybe like
Okay.
a little bit behind these guys.
Yeah, I'll move up actually a little bit.
I am going to keep myself within 30 feet of everybody if I can.
So you're gonna. I'm going to say you
center
two.
myself.
You two are kind of right in the middle, where
Maybe,
Just over
yeah,
here.
maybe I kind of want to be in the middle. But
So yeah, I would say you three are together, kind of like in a separate pack, and then you three would be up front more towards the. So if you see here on the map, you all. Sorry, I got this book in my lap. You three. So it would be you guys are going to be more back in this area. Like again, you're 30 feet back there, and then you three approach this way.
So then for me though, I would essentially actually want to make sure I'm here.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I want to be able to be in like, I want to stay in the open
Mhm.
to give them a chance to do what they need to do,
Yeah.
but still within 30 feet so I can get to them.
Okay. And so, yeah, that's totally fine. As you guys approach, when you kind of get to the, right to the near that edge on that stone wall, now, even though it is like brighter out, you couldn't necessarily see when, Alaric, when you touch, or is it Alaric or Alaric? Just want to make sure.
Alaric.
Alaric. When you touch the wall, you kind of like, your hand gets stuck a little bit. And you take your hand away, and it appears you can see webs on this stone wall. And as you kind of touch it, you hear in this tree here, that the one that you notice that movement, you see a couple of red eyes peering down right at you.
From that
But
tree.
no movement. Yes.
Do we see it because we're with them, or is it just him right now? Okay.
About how far is it? Can
20
I see?
about-
I can only see the eyes.
You can only see the eyes, and they're red. The eyes kind of appear to move. Like kind of locks in, and you know you didn't see them, but like when you touch the cobblestone web, like it instantly caught your eye. Like it's not like necessarily hard to see, but like just because you were the one focused on the web, you noticed this. And everybody else is just kind of creeping up, and you guys are kind of dead focused on the farmhouse.
I think we're dealing with spiders.
I'm also going to, if I feel like one of them or myself gets a little too close, I'm going to cast resistance on myself for piercing damage.
Okay. Oh, like if
So like if I get hesitant that say like any of those three up at the wall get a little too close,
yeah.
I'm going to cast resistance on myself.
Okay, sounds good. So you just let me know. Right now they're just kind of staying put. You let me know when you want to cast that. Okay. As you guys are just kind of sitting here, you can see this cabin, and it has a faint glow coming out. And you like where the windows are, it's again very faint light. Okay, and you don't see any movement, but in the windows you can see a few webs kind of strung throughout it.
Oh, you know those spiders.
Mr. Shadowhorn. No, very toxins. Poisons. Obviously, touches the webs. But none of them pretty much have left. At least the ones that I've done.
Maybe they're harmless. Maybe we'll find out.
I'm gonna keep trudging forward. I'm gonna keep moving on the path.
And as you walk, you begin to kind of feel your feet every once in a while hitting a little bit of a web. And then you kind of get stuck a little bit, and it's a little harder to walk. And Alaric, are you looking up in the tree?
Yeah, I'm watching that spider.
As he walks, you see that this spider, or the red eyes kind of lock in on him, and the spider appears to begin kind of slowly moving towards the clearing of the tree. So it's like if there were webs in this thing, you know, kind of just move like throughout this area. They don't have webs on Incarnate. I couldn't find them anyways. It kind of slowly moves this way. Oh yes, look at this guy.
It's decked out.
You know, the spider moves closer to the edge as Gorrath moves down.
So is he like walking on?
It's not like full spider webs, but he can kind of feel like just the clinks. Like it appears that they've been here a long time.
When I feel that, I want to like almost like get down and like, and I don't even need to be perceptive right now. I want to just really start analyzing them, like trying to feel them and maybe even trying to follow them if I can.
And as you feel that, you notice that the spider starts to like twitch.
Resistance.
And like resistance.
Take my
And-
symbol of resistance.
through the gleaming moonlit sky, you see two fangs kind of like begin to show as it kind of slowly moves throughout the tree, and just again kind of getting a little sporadic as these webs are getting touched.
Okay, can I see this full like body now? Do I know?
Right now you can see like
Can I make a
the
perception?
fangs and like the hairy fangs on the front. Yeah, you make a perception check. Mandibles, yeah.
That's not gonna help me. 7.
7. You basically just see what I've described.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until I feel like I get a like. I'm not gonna shoot right now, but I'm getting ready to shoot when I feel like the spider kind of exposes itself a little bit. Like when I can not like expose itself like weak, but like to where I can actually get a good shot on it. Right.
I would probably move up so I would be in contact closer to
Kind of right here.
Gorrath, a little bit further ahead to the
So-
left, right there.
I'm gonna follow her up.
I'll kind of sit right here, right on this corner of this wall, and kind of just holding that.
Okay. And that's kind of where you appear. And Gorrath, are you just identifying right now?
Yeah, right now I'm identifying, and then I'm saying with the webs touching them, I'm gonna try to like kind of just look and see if I can find a trace of where they lead, or if I just happen to see anything.
Okay. Yes. So wait, you're gonna where the like the
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like follow where the webs are going,
go.
and I would say I'm also just kind of doing a general
okay.
quick scan.
Just make an investigation check. 22. The webs appear to be denser the closer you get to the cabin. And as you scan the area, you can see up in the
What's he doing?
he's looking for a mini in the box. In the trees now you're noticing more webs. And in this particular middle area, it looks in the center to be a small cocoon-like figure. So kind of in the middle of everything, it appears something is like cocooned in the web.
Okay, when I see that, I'm gonna draw my or my great sword. I'm gonna say,
The one who attacks last, the one who falls first.
I'm gonna start like marching towards it.
You're gonna march towards the cabin,
Yes.
and you kind of march slightly through here, and as you hit right where this opening is, a small spider shoots out right kind of on your side, and kind of simultaneously as this is happening, this spider so kind of approaches out and begins to jump. And at that moment, I will give you a shot at the spider, but you are also going to get an attack made on you.
Yep.
Okay. And so this spider is going to be jumping out, and it's going to land right there.
I missed.
What'd you hit?
An 8.
An 8? Yes, that is going to miss. Alaric kind of has his bow ready, and he shoots an arrow, and it whizzes
it's a
off,
crossbow.
or a crossbow, and it shoots off into the tree, and you kind of hear it stick right into the trunk of the tree. And the small little spider is going to come up and just got a little like noise and attempt to bite you. A 5.
Me, it's him.
Or a 5, sorry.
Misses.
A 5 misses. And at this time, after the spider shoots out of this farm-like area, and you see the spider that jumped out of the tree is large.
It's big.
It is big. It jumps down. So right now you see 2 spiders. And for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, roll initiative!
So,
Come on!
I think I fucked up. I don't think I got my spells picked out.
Yeah, you might need those.
It's alright. I'll just old school it. And slash, baby.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, you guys will see that later. Thing is, I need to exit this.
You guys will see that later.
No, I mean you didn't do that. It's just pre-session screen kind of thing. 25 to 20.
I did really good.
Nobody?
I didn't do it. I got close.
15 to 20.
19.
19.
You probably.
Dex.
4.
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay. I got 16.
I didn't have to use my feet.
Okay. 10 to 15. 10. What is your? All right. 5 to 10. 8.
You can be the first to fall. It's the last attack.
And last. Gorrath. Okay.
I got a 3.
Oh, jeez. A 3?
I have a -1 for initiative.
-1, yeah. Which makes sense. Alrighty. So, how do I do this? This is going to be the. Oh, I need to go over here. There is our new initiative board.
Nice.
So, to start it off, Alaric, what would you like to do? Your level 1 self.
I will.
Your level 1 self.
I will keep this spider within 5 feet of him now, correct?
That spider it's 5 feet away, so it's like right there.
So he's 10. So he's now right by him.
He's not right by him, he's 10 feet away. So you'd have to move 5 feet to get to him.
Okay, so this guy's right by him.
Yes.
Because that's the guy who attacked him.
That's the guy who attacked.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yep. So I will attack that spider with my crossbow.
Okay. You can roll to hit.
Roll to hit that. Nice. 13, 19.
That will hit.
Nice. And then since he's within 5 feet, I will get the sneak attack with that.
You shoot crossbow bolt, correct?
Yep.
Blair kind of loads his crossbow again. He peers back and releases an arrow.
Wow, that's really good damage. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage, and you sink this arrow straight into like the center eye of this small spider, and it just topples over, and its arms kind of crumble up into a ball, and this spider topples over dead.
Nice. And then for my weapon mastery, I do have daggers, so I am able to make like a second attack if my other weapon's away. So I will then throw a dagger at that guy.
Okay. All right. Roll to hit.
17.
Yeah. Yep, that hits.
And then he'll just take 1 point of damage. I don't get to add any modifier.
And is that your turn? Do you want to move anywhere? Is that
yeah, that'll be my turn.
okay. After Alaric sinks an arrow into the small spider, toppling it over, he pulls out a dagger and whips it at the larger spider. And it kind of just dinks off his leg, but you see it kind of cut through and cut a small portion of one of his legs off. Which brings us to Vildor.
He's going to flip through his wizard book. And he is going to bless. He will bless Ynryll. D4. He's going to bless Gorrath. He'll do Mr. Nimblewick. And then he'll also do Mr. Stormfang over there too. So you can add that D4 whenever you attack for to hit. Or saving throw, it says. So and that'll be my turn.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So Vildor, as he kind of presses his magic, does it come out of your staff? How does it?
I'm going to pull it out of my book.
Pull it out of your book and disperse it.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Yep.
you kind of see this energy go to each of you, and you feel a little bit of a bolster after Vildor does that. You gotta all look at him like, nice.
Do we have those markers for concentration?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, I'll need concentration on mine.
Concentration. So, and if you want, you can put blessed.
Okay, yeah.
Or you can give them a blessed marker.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Then they know that they have that.
Bless.
Also, resistance is concentration up to a minute. How long do you think it had been from like when I cast it to him getting attacked?
I would say you have 2 rounds of resistance. So it's been like 48 seconds, roughly. So you have about 2 rounds of 6 seconds before it ends.
Oh, gotcha. So I have 12 seconds. I have
12 seconds. Yep.
12 seconds left. That's fine.
Nicely done, Vildor. Now into the giant spider.
The giant spider is going to use his 8 eyes and survey. Being that you are the closest, he is going to scurry right up next to you. And he's going to do a bite attack on you. This one does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage and 1 point of poison damage.
And this spider, like, after seeing its small little youngling fall, just kind of like angers and it begins to kind of twitch again and just lurches out at Gorrath as you see those mandibles bite down into his side. And Gorrath kind of feels the pain and just kind of darts down looking at the giant spider. Which brings us to small spiders. So as this is going on, you see one kind of pop out. You use 5 feet of its movement to get there. You see one sling down from this tree. One pops out kind of behind this crevice. And the other is up on this scarecrow. Okay? And these little spiders kind of pop up. And this one kind of gets down back into the brush. And he goes unseen, but you kind of hear him kind of moving along, but he's kind of mixed within those plants there. This guy is going to jump down and use some of his movement to get to Alaric. This guy will be 5, 10, 25. And then this one used 5, 10. So there will be 2 attacks this round on Gorrath and Alaric. And the other one is out of range. So, here, I have a better one. Or no, that's the one that's good. The first attack will be a 14. Meets it. And it will deal.
Vildor's got more AC than you.
Goodbye.
4 points of poison damage. And you feel this little they're tiny fangs, but they pierce deep. And you kind of just, that agonizing pain as he bites down into your thigh. As one spider just bit your right thigh, the other just bit your left. And you kind of feel your legs kind of begin to tumble as they're just getting bit into by these fierce little spiders. And the other one, seeing it shoot and take out one of his brethren, it appears, as they look similar, will attack Alaric with a 19.
Yep.
And that will deal another 4 points of damage, 4 points of poison. And as you kind of just shot your crossbow, it kind of comes up to you and lurches at your arm and bites into your flesh and kind of is gripping on. And you're kind of just looking at it as the spider is face to face with you, and you can tell it is just thirsty, hungry for blood, and just cannot wait to tear into the flesh of all of you, which will round up their turn. That will lead us into Dorian.
Alright. I will unclip kind of a slingshot that I have on my belt, and I'll pull out a rock, and at first it just seems kind of regular. When I load it up, as I shoot it, almost like foot and steel, as it shoots out, kind of crackles and lights up. I'm going to shoot it. Think about your fairy fire, 20-foot cube.
Yep.
You look at it open?
So, is it a
20-foot cube?
20-foot cube? Okay. I think if you go here, it's going to hit all of them, but it also will hit Gorrath. Okay?
Bad first impression.
I don't know him too well yet, so I'll still shoot
Do it.
Okay.
So you cast it here, and all of them, including the one in the brush. Where'd you cast it? Right here?
Yeah.
That one is actually going to be slightly out of range.
We're gonna have to do deck saves.
Deck saves? Alrighty.
We need to buy our spell protractor or whatever.
Because it's like, this one one of them might, because I think it's like 20 by 20. So I think this one and these two will do it. As long as Gorrath. This one might be outside because I don't think it's like a point, 20 feet everywhere. I think it's just 20 by 20.
Would I be able to like shoot it like over here, hit those three and not Gorrath? That would be possible.
Unfortunately, he's right on the line. I don't think you're going to be able to get him and Gorrath.
Alright, I'll go. I'll do the
And these guys are kind of lined up. So just, that'll be, would you rather do these guys or these guys?
I'll do, can I do these three then and then Gorrath?
You could do these three and Gorrath.
Yeah, I'll do
yes. Alright.
Dex, you said?
Dex.
Yep.
So the first will be a 20. Pass.
14.
Second will be a
Still regard.
3. Or a 9.
Yeah.
Did I have some?
Dex save?
So that,
add your D4.
Yeah. Do I have someone before?
no. What'd you get? You failed?
Yeah.
It's the wrong. I'm gonna nuclear.
I thought you added Gorrath.
There we
I
go.
thought I had 2.
Alright, so now everybody, those 3 kind of emit. What color do they emit after you
Yeah,
cast
so
the
it'd be
spell?
green.
Green.
Yeah.
A silhouette of green kind of goes around their body. Each individual hair has a little bit of green on it. And they, I guess you guys necessarily might not know what that spell does. Obviously you guys do, but your characters may not. Which leads us up to Ynryll.
Okay, I will
Good
use
move,
my
Dorian.
30 feet of movement to get past Alaric
Mm-hmm.
towards Gorrath.
Can you reach it or no? Then you can get it. I don't know, if you can. I know might be a tough, but then you can get away. Yep.
I want to get there.
So that right next on that one will get an attack of opportunity.
I'll take it.
That will miss a 6.
And then I will. Yeah, I'll just use my claymore. I use my.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
usually it's cold. I
Yeah.
just put my ears off right now because we've had the windows open.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's like
you got gold.
actually, if you hear like you walk out,
Can
walk in.
I?
Just a lot of damage here.
No, never mind. So I can't reach either way. I got to 30 feet. I'll use my action on this motherfucker. I will use I'll use my attack on the big spider.
You get advantage.
Go ahead, yes, and you do get advantage.
What are your D4 too?
On both of them.
You just get once.
This is the first roll.
I think it's the first roll.
Yeah, because it's not like inspiration yet.
16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, 16 is the better one. So then, Bless goes away after that? Or does it
No, it's me concentration.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So what I'm actually going to do is, holding my blade, or holding my claymore, like actually at the blade, I'm actually going to go up to the spider, and I'm going to take it with one arm, and I'm going to grab it at a mandible, if I can, and then stab it in the back with just the one hand down.
I want you to make a sleight of hand to grab the mandible.
And if I can't, it's just grabbing anything to like
Okay,
stab
yep.
down. So if I don't really get purchase, I really don't care.
Also, it says whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds the 1d4.
Yeah, then I would do that. It would be every time that goes, you get the D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And you grab the mandible and actually pull it. As you kind of brace it, you pull it out of Gorrath's leg, kind of freeing that from his side. Kind of freeing that because he was kind of pinned down by two mandibles or whatnot from the two spiders. And you then go to slam down. And you rolled a 16?
I rolled a 16.
And you slice down with the sword. You can roll for damage. And it kind of goes right back into his back little plate.
Would be a D8 because technically it is one-handed on that attack. Fuck. 4 points slashing.
4?
Yeah.
No. as Ynryll has this kind of moves up, and you feel like it's going to be a big blow with her golden sword as it glistens in the moonlight. She drives it down with one arm, and it just doesn't quite sink into her abdomen like she was hoping. But you can still see that spider kind of rear back in pain, and the legs kind of go a little crazy, and those eyes just start darting around at everybody around the spider.
And I'm actually gonna like keep one hand on the mandible and like keep the sword in for now, and just kind of keep the rest within that spot.
Right. Sounds good. I just need to remember that. Now that will lead us up into Gorrath. Nicely done, Ynryll.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in.
I know. It's Ynryll. I just gotta
You see the why you want to say Ynryll.
I know. I need to get used to everybody's name.
Is I have free range to move and stuff right now.
Honestly, fuck it. It can be Ynryll.
I like it.
I like Ynryll. I like it. And we already started. I like it. Ynryll we started with. I like it.
I wrote down Ynryll.
It just will take, once we get it, it'll take 3 sessions. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Gorrath.
Mr. Shadow.
Is that thing on me, keeping me from doing anything, or am I?
They got advantage. on you.
They just have advantage on you, but you have advantage on them.
Perfect. I'll attack. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage. I'm gonna yell out, "No tactics, no strategy, and you hurt me." and now I'm raging.
And you see this just giant minotaur, just kind of like his muscles all tense up, and he is ready to roll. Veins pop.
So I will attack the giant spider, and I'm gonna use this thing on too.
Alright. You get advantage. Yeah, you get advantage. So just add that D4 to whatever rolls are highest.
Yeah.
We're blessed and advantage.
Alright, so 30.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That hits.
That'll hit.
He's gonna have to change his.
I know.
It's
30 at level 1.
Settings.
Actually,
You remember you're just like that too.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes. It's fine.
So I got
Right.
those 12 points of damage, and then I believe my rage damage is plus. Yeah, so 14 points of damage there.
And Gorrath, after you yell out the words you just said and your veins start to pop and you grab your greatsword off your back, you go to take a cut at the spider who just dug at your leg, and with Ynryll kind of holding on to the one fang, you take your axe and with precision you chop down right on where Ynryl's kind of holding that mandible, and you sever it off. And blood starts to spill out. And Ynryll, you're kind of just like holding it, and you're just kind of like under your mask.
And as the mandible like actually like comes free in her hand, you actually see her inspect it for a second. You did part of my job for me. She puts it in her sleeve.
And with you cutting too, you also are gonna cut the front arm, like right at where it kind of bends, and it's gonna get severed off. And then this spider is gonna be like down like this, and he's not dead, but he's like looking at you with one fang and one less leg.
We've cut one fang. Let's rip these eyes.
Okay, that's all I got.
Perfect. Nicely done, Gorrath.
Dra-Zhul.
Josh, bring the guys.
Can I do a side? Like diagonal step? Or do I have to do this?
So,
yes.
if you go, you would have to. I always just go. You have to just kind of zigzag. If diagonal, usually do like a 5-10 rule. So like it's the same.
Yeah.
They charge 5 and then 10.
How far does it be?
Breath attack for a dragonborn go.
I believe it's 20.
I
Yeah,
think it's
it-
20 or 30.
20 or 30.
So you're
Or maybe no,
blue
it's
dragon.
15.
I thought it was a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, it depends on what you got. You're
Yeah.
lightning. I think you can choose between a cone or
A line.
Sounds right.
I think
I
yours
had-
is a
I had-
5-foot line for 20 feet, or it's like 15.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking of the line, or the 20
Can't
line.
Breath weapon. You can use your action
You know
to
anything about
exhale destructive energy. It will be a
15-foot cone or 30-foot line.
30-foot line. Yeah.
It was like this
Hell
button
yeah.
master, so you
On
get
mine, it
40.
just says 30-foot line. Does yours say,
Range.
say one of the others?
It says you can pick.
Go to waste again.
I thought we
read that.
Yep. So you can choose
Is that just for all of them or just per time? I think it's per time.
per time.
That's awesome.
And it will be a dex save. So we'll have to make a dex save.
Especially because you're lightning, makes sense of line.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
This one just says line, but
That and acid, I think, should
They did.
Yeah.
Or is it for all?
Oh, that's for
They
the...
changed.
So
that
it
now, I
says
think.
the ones that are lines are acid, lightning, fire, lightning.
Oh,
Acid,
maybe,
lightning, fire, lightning, acid.
maybe you're right. then.
I think I think yours is just a line.
Line.
But then poison, fire actually can do both.
Fire can do both.
I'm gonna use myself.
Like, let's say I have.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Or no, I lied. See, because these are different dragon types. So yes, I should have said it as black, blue, brass, bronze, and copper dragon form. All do line attacks. The other ones do the ones called.
Okay. So I have a line attack.
You have a line.
Yeah, you have a line.
So I'm gonna stand behind Alaric.
Yeah.
Considering he's shorter than me, I assume this is gonna go over top of him because he's a halfling or whatnot.
I will allow that. I want you to just make what kind of there's no attack. What are my moves here?
It does say you can choose the shape each time.
It does?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, you can choose the shape each time. Make just make me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Yes. No, it doesn't totally make sense. I need to think through this, but I don't want to take much time.
Feel like I put this on here for you.
Okay.
Ooh, they made that a lot better, I think.
Yeah. Quite a bit.
14.
14. That's plenty good. You will shoot it over top of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a lightning attack through this guy and to the big spider. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Versus a 1d10 of lightning.
And then we need to make rolls. I got a 16 on my dexterity.
I got an S1.
Both are good.
Yeah.
Well, but do I just take half then?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah,
DC 13 dex is what I have.
You're over 1.
So I can roll a 7. I'll have 3 to it. So I got 10 points of lightning damage. So I guess you just take half.
Yep.
And you are going to shoot this lightning, and it is going to rip through the center mass of that large spider, and he is going to just char from the center out, and he's going to drop.
Hell yeah. Kill the first big boss.
That is the first boss. A very solid boss. And the other spider, you said 7 points of damage?
Well, 10 with the blast.
10. Oh, with the blast. As that, and does that add to damage rolls?
I believe.
Just attack. Roll.
Just attack. I don't think you add it. Nope.
Attack and saving throws.
Just to like 2 hit.
Or saving
Or to
throws.
6.
So then I'll save that then. So
That's
then, yeah, it would just be
So
3.
3, 5.
And Bites, you get that whenever you make an attack roll or you're rolling a saving throw. It's unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's pretty
We
sweet.
only got 1 round.
All right. Nicely done, Dra-Zhul. That will lead us up into.
Oh,
I was like, just looks like big one.
Literally, what feels nice with metal.
I'm gonna maneuver around this guy. I'll stay within range.
Yeah.
Just to get a better view of. Can I see that guy now a little better?
Yep.
I'll just attack him. Try to kill him with my crossbow.
As you roll, the only thing about the markers is I don't know how they're going to move to our. We're going to have to make our own markers because I don't know if these squares are like quite to scale.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it should be close because our mini split them, but
because they should.
Well, they change every map. Too.
Every map it changes, so I don't know how
that was a fucking war.
Because we were looking at it, but
We should just get like, oh, that's cocked. We should just make like a little plastic thing we can adjust.
Nice. I smoked them.
Smoked
I got
them?
25.
yeah.
Like a slide rule.
Actually, which one are you hitting? That one?
The,
That one's got a 26 AC. So.
He's actually really the boss. The other guy's
12 points of damage.
12?
Yes.
Okay, that one. Alaric, how would you like to do it?
That's the one that's like kind of just laying on the ground, right?
That one, no, he's got his teeth sank into Gorrath's leg right now, and he's kind of just like holding on.
Shoot Gorrath.
I guess I'll have the arrow go through Gorrath's leg. No, I'm kidding. I'll have it like just graze it, but like hit it in a spot like it's like a vital organ, you know? All of a sudden, like it just hits it, it kind of goes through, and then all of a sudden it just kind of like goes.
Okay.
Like the arrow goes right through its body.
Right through it, and as this happens, you see this arrow pierce through. I don't know what
It's jugular.
It's jugular on the side of the let's say the bottom side of the spider, and as it kind of glazes by, it just ruptures the skin, like almost like the top of how you have the arrow, the top part of the arrow just goes underneath the underside of the spider, and just the inside guts all spill out from that crease that you just made, and it just begins to like ooze poisonous blood everywhere. Poisonous blood mixture.
Nice. And then I'll use my mastery again with my dagger, and I'll swipe at that guy.
Okay. And do you have 2 daggers?
Yes, I do have 2 daggers.
Sure.
It's gonna hit again. 23.
Yep.
He's all pretty. Let me check this guy. Let me check this man.
That's that one. That's that one.
3 points of damage.
3.
I'm done.
And as you kind of slice at the leg, you just kind of similar to the giant one, you cut 2 of the lower limbs off, and it kind of begins to just trickle out some blood. And this spider is looking at the brink of death. And its mandibles begin to kind of move back and forth, looking to sink into its next piece of meat before it perishes. And that brings up to Vildor. Nicely done, Alaric.
You're going to see Vildor bring down his birchwood staff. He's going to whisper some words at the top of it and starts to burn a little red. He's going to point it at the spider. Hear my flame, you beast!
He's a badass! I'm going to dedicate myself to getting this. That's on here. We just have done.
Ooh, let's go. That'll be 16 points of damage.
16 points. And which one are you doing again?
I was that one right there, the far one.
The far one?
Yes.
That one.
Yeah.
As this beam of energy shoots out, I'll let you describe. How do you want it to happen?
Yeah, so kind of in the nightfall, you see this bright orangish orb fly across the battlefield, and it smacks the spider dead in the eye, and it just leaves a crater burnt into his face, and he just topples over and dies as he sizzles on the ground.
And you begin to kind of smell a stench of burned flesh and burned insect.
First snap, boy, that's big. That's
big
big time.
And that one topples over. Vildor, as he takes out one, the giant spider is no more, and it will bring up these small spiders. So, this one not really knowing, but he was trying to make a little stealth mission, jumps up on this beam here, and he is going to attack, let me just see here, he is going to attack Dorian. I can roll 14. 17.
Yep. Where the fuck did you come from?
That voice is never gonna get old.
He's like the guy from the Big Light Show.
I'm gonna challenge. That's gotta stay. I love it.
Oh, it's there.
So 4 points of poison damage.
Oh my concentration. I lose it. So I lose Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire goes. Probably not the worst thing to do.
Yeah, thank you.
You just grabbed it.
I did it on purpose. You said 4 points of damage, Max?
Yes, 4 points of damage. And the second attack will be on Alaric.
Get longer here, guys.
Ah, it wasn't cocked. God damn it, I wanted to be cocked. 8.
No!
Hey! And with that is the spider's turn. Which brings up Dorian.
Alright. Good attack on this one. Still not disadvantage. I think I'm another gonna drop the pebble from my bag, one of my slingshot, and this time when I shoot it off, instead of it glowing green, it glows like this hot red, almost fire-like. And
Fire from the man.
19.
19 hits.
That'd be 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage on that one.
And that would be my turn.
That one. How do you want to do it?
Nice. So yeah, when I shoot it off, and it gets sort of hotter and hotter, it shoots almost like a flint and steel, and when it finally reaches it, kind of explodes, and it gets engulfed in this fire, almost like burns, and it lays there.
All you kind of see is a little slight twitch in its arm, and all of them appear to kind of curl up like they're kind of in the fetal position as they just perish. Other than maybe the one that just got brutally massacred by one firebolt. But yes, he perishes. And that, anything else? Do you want to move or anything like that?
I'll stay there.
All right. Ynryll, your turn. With one spider remaining on the battlefield.
Okay. I will cast Sacred Flame at that last standing spider. So it needs to make a dex save.
He's 6.
Fails. 4 points of radiant damage.
4 points. And how I picture shaking, do you want this to come out of your palm, out of your...
Yeah, so when Ynryll casts magic, she doesn't pull from really any source. She just kind of like wills it to happen. So she'll just honestly like just point, and then the sacred flame will just like kind of like snap out of her finger quick, and then it'll just like no beam of energy or anything. It'll just like be on the spider in like an instant. So she'll just kind of flick her finger at it and it'll just start burning from the sacred flame.
Alright,
so 4 points of radiant.
4 points, and just get a little screech out in pain as it barely stands. After Ynryll, we have Gorrath, as he is still raging.
Yeah,
He hears hooves clucking on the ground.
he's raging. He's going to. Do I have to walk probably a little bit more of that?
Yeah.
This guy, or like,
Is that guy right there?
Yep, it's the guy up on the...
Okay. How many feet is he?
Throw a sword at it. You have 30 movement?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep, so you can get there. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go there, and then once I go there, still in a rage. He's pissed off. He's gonna take a big swing. He's gonna aim specifically for the head, trying to wipe this thing off. And he's gonna
He
say,
kind of looks at you quickly.
and beforehand he's gonna say, "For Ogma," or whatever my god is. For Ogma. Okay, I'm gonna use this. That's gonna be a 10.
A 10.
And then
That
there you go.
I will miss.
Okay, so then I have this feature because I have these. They're called weapon masteries.
Yep.
So then I have 5 grays for my greatsword. It says never let a missed attack go to waste again. The graze property is triggered when your weapon misses an attack against a creature, dealing additional damage equal to your ability mod used to make your attack roll. So the damage of this attack will scale. Oh, so this just has more damage. Here, read that once. It says when I miss it, but then would it be on my next attack that hits?
The greatest property is triggered. Your weapon missing. Oh, so like as you're, it just will be like a +3, and you have this right now.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
I have 2 of them.
So that what it will do is it'll do. What's your plus to hit?
5.
5. So it'll be 5 damage. But if your plus to hit goes up, or your ability,
Yes, it is.
sorry, what is your strength? If you're using strength,
5.
right?
Yeah.
It's +5.
Yeah.
So you have 20 strength.
Yes.
So that will be, yes. So it'll be 5 damage.
So he's gonna take 5 damage.
your ability, yep, you'd be 5 damage.
Yeah,
You take
5
Or
damage.
miss,
And
take
so
5
basically
damage.
that bottom part, I'm sorry, I forgot you had a 20. That will be, it just really won't scale. Unless if you get it to a +6, then it'll do 6 damage.
Okay. But so even if I miss, it's just gonna still do.
It'll do 5
Okay,
damage.
so-
if you have that ability,
Yeah.
yes. It'll
Just
be
scales
okay.
And as long as it's your greatsword.
Yeah.
As long as you're using that, then you can
Okay,
absolutely.
so then-
So with that, and I don't know how describe how this would happen.
So I'm picturing, which
'Cause it's
I don't know how the
dead.
ability would work, but I'm picturing I swung for the head, really trying to like slice it off, and I missed, and I can like my rage is so built up. Once I see I missed, my guy just like lunges his horn and his head
Mhm.
back at the thing, and that's what.
And it kind of finishes them up.
Yeah.
So you kind of graze by, and I'm gonna say like, just because of the ability, all right, as you glaze it, it doesn't. You see it start to miss, and you almost like turn your weapon in your hand, and it kind of just cuts a piece of his side out.
I kind of like it.
And some guts kind of spill out, and as it's kind of on its last breath, you kind of just look down at it and just drive your horns into like the nastiness that you just cut off, and the beast, or in the insect, is kind of stuck there. I want you to make a quick, just give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. What's that under? Sleight of hand 12.
12. You manage to remove the spider without it getting stuck to your horn. So it just kind of falls off, and it is laying down dead. And as you guys sit here, the night kind of begins to quiet after all the 12 seconds of commotion kind of go about. Very quickly disposed of those spiders. The night goes silent again. And you're all sitting in the moonlight thinking of what to do next. This cabin sits right around there, and there's a little bit of light coming from it. So what would you like to do next?
I'm gonna walk up to that tree that you said the cocoon thing was in, and I'm gonna like place my staff on it and try to like burn the cocoon or like melt it and see what's inside of it.
Mm-hmm. As you do that, do you cast like just like a firebolt type thing?
I don't really have my spells picked out.
Oh, you're fine.
Really
We'll just say, for the sake of tonight, just pick those out. As you do this, you kind of like light these webs on fire, and they begin to start to flame up. And it kind of slowly makes its way around this figure. And as it reveals, you see a head and a young child that was bowed up in this tree, motionless, eyes open, and kind of mouth just kind of like this. And as it continues to burn, this body falls.
I was gonna try to be with him when this happens. I'm gonna try to catch the kid.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That is going to be a 19.
19 will succeed. And as this child falls, you catch the child in your arms as it lies motionless, kind of one arm off to the side, and everybody sees this as Ynryll is holding this child in her arms.
Immediately check and see if this child is alive.
Make a medicine check.
$18.
18. As you examine kind of up and down, you don't see any sort of movement in the body. You don't see a pulse. You don't see any sort of breathing. But it doesn't, from what you can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any damage to the body. But as you're kind of shuffling around with your roll, you kind of find something sharp on the ground, or if you take a knife.
I have my sickle knife.
A sickle knife, yes.
I'll try to.
You take your sickle knife and you kind of cut
the clothes off quick, and check for any other points of entry, piercing from the spider at all. And then if I don't see anything, I would like to use my healer's kit, and I would essentially use one of their hit dice plus something to try to see if it revives them without, and it's not a spell, it's just
Okay. Unfortunately, when you take the shirt and rip it kind of off the young boy's chest, you see kind of 2 fang marks around his heart, a little lower, and then some smaller ones down on his lower abdomen, which appears to be he was bitten, and his skin is not normal colored. It is discolored, and it doesn't appear there's any life or chance for this child.
Okay. A grim fate.
Well, that's happening. My guy, even though he's like really beat up, he's gonna run over to Vildor.
Vildor, that shot you, man. That was incredible. Tell me how you did it.
He's got his notebook out, a piece of a pencil.
Well, you see the Fisher Shadowhorn, is it?
Yes.
Yes, I spent many years studying the mystic arts of not only abjuration magic, but I have friends who also knew each other then, but she actually taught me firebolt. That was when I spoke to my staff, and that is what you saw right there in battle.
So I was writing that all down in my journal, and then I'm gonna immediately, like, even though there's just mayhem, my guy's just pumped up right now. Everybody's gonna sing it.
Alaric! Is that your name, sir?
Alaric.
2 kills, 1 fight.
Yes. And so I'm taking the head of this one, and I'm gonna walk over to the big. I'm gonna walk through the big spider and take my sword and start carving its head off.
My guy's just shaking his head and just writing this all down.
I'm gonna slowly walk towards the door of the
As
house.
you do that, easily enough, it's it's not like it's in hard skin. You're able to peel through it and cut the head of the giant spider off.
As this is going on, Vildor's gonna he's gonna like lean up against the stone fence, and he's gonna short rest.
So you can begin relaxing. Yes. As you see Vildor, his old self, as he moves swiftly, kind of moves over to the tree and begins just kind of looking up at the stars. Are you gonna close your eyes or just kind of look around?
I'm gonna be looking for something in the sky.
Okay.
Also, if I can, I'm going to study the body of the kid to see if I can ascertain any way for if this were to happen to somebody still alive to stop the poison or stop whatever is affecting the body.
Why don't you make another medicine check? And you said you're going to the door?
I slowly walk
22.
towards the door, yeah.
Oh, let's go to the door.
As you examine it, just looking at the way where the pierce marks went in to how it appears to have spread, you get the sense that the poison is spreading through like the skin in this case. Now there are cases that it could be deeper and it could be into the bloodstream. But with this in particular case, it appears that if you were to cut some of that decaying flesh out, it may stop the poison from spreading.
And with that, I took the mandible or the claw or mandible from the spider, and I'm going to then take that out. I'm going to grab a vial out of my pack, and I'm going to try to get some of the poison from the spider into that vial to study for later.
Make a strength check, as you have to squeeze to get any sort of liquid out. 14. You will get 3 ounces of spider venom.
That'll probably be all that fits in that bottle anyways.
Yeah.
Perfect. And last but not least, I'm going to inspect the crew of necessities.
So you kind of look around and you see a couple of them damaged. I'm not sure how bad. A couple of them were hit.
See, I was nearest him, so I would know his state, but in case anybody else is more dire than Gorrath.
So yeah, I'll let you kind of walk around and see.
So I kind of inspect, and I kind of notice that some of you have been hit, but I kind of like walk by you all and sort of just like look at you and then turn away from you and go straight to Gorrath. Minotaur.
Yes.
Would you need some healing?
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt.
How close to death would you be? Are you knocking at death's door?
Not yet, but slightly painful.
Hopefully this will help. And then I'm going to use my healing kit. So I'm going to use one of your hit dice. Okay. So you can roll that. So yours is going to be probably a D12 because you're barbarian. So like.
Could I have my D4s back that I handed you guys?
No.
Nope. Blessed is on
How many do we get again?
I'm blessed forever.
So it's just one of your hit dice for now.
Okay.
But it's just be like.
Alright, and so you two are going to go to the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll pick up my dagger. I'm just gonna assume I don't.
So you guys,
you
say there was
like
something
Like on the door?
So if you go up to the
Tracy.
house,
Right.
you're looking at it from the front, like if you can see kind of where the windows are, you can see clearly where the door is at.
Yep.
And then you see the windows. You can't tell that there's anything on the door as far as webs go, but you can tell that from inside on the windows, inside there is webs on the window panes.
Can I do like, there's still like webs near me or around me?
Scattered, yeah, like some are on the floor, some kind
Can I
of
do like an
weeds.
Arcana check to see if these webs are like, any like have any sort of magical Oh, yeah, just to see if they come from some sort of
I like it.
the word I'm looking for is aberration. Dirty 20.
So from what you can tell, the webs seem to be just made by large spiders. They don't seem to come from anything magical. They don't seem to come from anything unnatural. It just seems like these spiders were fucking huge, and they made these massive webs.
As I approach, I'm going to try to look in through a window and see if I see any movement.
Okay, so go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna come over and use my hit as well. So you roll your hit dice.
Do I have my con?
No, you don't.
10.
Okay, so as you look in, the webs are kind of distorting your vision a little bit, but you can make out that there's like a fireplace that's lit, some tables and chairs. It's normally decorated as you would imagine, like a small cabin is. But then off to so it would be on the left-hand side over here, you can tell that there is a mass of something that's over on the left-hand side, but you can't make out what it is from where you're standing.
Yeah, I'll whisper over it. I think I'll say something. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Dorian, and I'm gonna take my staff and I'm gonna bang it against the door a few times to see if I get a reaction out of anything.
And I'll watch it to see if it moves more like human-like or more like how some of the spiders move.
Okay, so when you do this, so first I'll do the noise. When you hit the door and you are making noise by hitting on the door, you don't notice any movement on the inside. But what you do notice when you hit the door is that the door was creaked open. And it was creaked shut or closed shut just enough so that way light wasn't really coming out of it. But then as you hit it, it tries to kind of push open a little bit, but you get the sense that something is kind of slightly resisting it opening.
I'm gonna try to take my staff and give it a really tough shove.
Okay, so then as you do that, the door is gonna open and you see a bunch of webs kind of just break as the door opens, and they just kind of fall in front of the door. And now there's webs all over the archway and kind of all over by the corners and the floor and stuff. But where the door swung open, there is now no more web there, and you can walk in.
Okay. Well, did you say it's lit in there?
So there's a fireplace and some candles. It's dim light, but there is light coming from inside.
Well, I'm gonna kind of give you guys a look of intrigue, and I'm gonna take a step into the house and kind of scan to see if I see what that mass is or see if we're alone. Alright. And then there we go.
I'll also step in.
So then you're gonna go over and by where you saw, or into the left of the window is where you saw the mass that I referenced.
Yeah, when I go inside, I'm able to get a better view of it. I'll kind of get closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk kind of hand in hand with him.
Yep. And so you guys see what appears to be a large, not large, but I mean it's a mass that's wrapped up, and it seems to kind of have some features that would lead you to believe that it might be some kind of humanoid creature that is entangled around you.
So, perhaps this one's still alive. Check it out.
Good.
So I'll walk over to it.
Okay.
And I'll take out a dagger.
Okay.
And kind of wherever it's most wrapped around or attached, I'll try to do just a slice through to get the webs off.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna be scanning up in the rafters and around, just making kind of being wary of other spiders that could be lingering.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to make a medicine check, and I want you to basically do a sleight of hand. I want you to do a sleight of hand to try and basically cut the webs without puncturing all the way through and potentially hitting or stabbing anything beyond the webs.
Can I give myself guidance for this?
Sure. Guidance on his stealth check.
Sleight of hand.
Or sleight of hand. Yeah. Stealth. Oh, I said stealth.
Were you already doing it?
Well, I didn't say before, no.
So I would say no.
Okay.
If you would have said it before you started, then yes,
Okay.
but I would say no.
No, that works. That's 14.
Okay.
That's very.
Yep. Okay, I'll give that to you. So you're
So you are going to cut, and the webs are tight. Like this guy is mummified in these super, super tight webs. And as you start cutting, it almost seems like the fibers are like bursting as you're like cutting down. And the more that you cut down, the easier it gets to like let go because there's pressure being released by the web. And so then you cut kind of from like the sternum and you get all the way down to basically kind of like where you feel his legs kind of at, and then you kind of cut through there, and then most of the webs kind of start to kind of fall off of his legs, and now it seems like the majority of what was in webbing him is kind of off, and you can see that there's still like the goop and stuff from like the web is on him, but he's not being restrained by the web anymore.
Then I'll check for like a pulse.
Okay. Now I'll go ahead and do a medicine check.
3.
Okay, so you don't quite glean anything from that, but you also don't see any damage to him either. Like, you don't see any bite marks, you don't see any scratches or blood or anything. Like, he looks fine, but you don't get the sense that he's alive or dead.
Okay, then I'll kind of just like grab like his collar and I'll start shaking him and say, "Oi, Wally, you there?"
Okay, so you're gonna shake him a little bit, and like when you shake him, you don't necessarily see his chest move, but you do feel like a little bit of like resistance, like he's like slightly kind of moving and not quite dead, but also not really super alive either.
Okay, in that case, I will take out almost like a needle or like a needle, and I'll press it into him, and that'll be like my cure wounds.
Okay. Okay, so you cast Cure Wounds on?
Yep.
Okay, so when you do that, you'll see kind of like his, like wherever you stabbed him, like did you stab him in any place specific?
Maybe like where his heart would be.
Okay, so you kind of see like his chest like tighten up, and then you see his like fingers start to kind of like move a little bit, and he's like,
I get 7 life as well.
and he like kind of his eyes open up, and he like kind of like tries to sit up, but he's like almost stuck to the bed. Like the web is like still on his back. Like he can move his arms and stuff, but he can't like sit up.
He's got web ass.
I'll kind of grab him, help him sit up, and I'll say, "Take it easy, Lottie. Old Dorian's here." Pull him up.
Thank you. Who are you?
We were sent here by the Duchess to come investigate
Oh,
a little problem.
Thank God. Are they gone?
Aye, we were able to exterminate them, no problem.
Oh, that is great news. Oh. Fernando, where is my boy?
Oh,
he didn't make it.
Doesn't like it.
Oh, where is he?
I think outside.
Outside.
And he's gonna try and like stumble out of bed.
It's just like in there, right?
He's like he looks like a baby deer. Like he can't work. He's like been wrapped up for probably days at this point. His legs barely work. Like he is like just peg legging out of this cabin as fast as he can, but it's not quick. And then so he'll go over to he'll go outside and he'll see kind of like the massacre of spiders, and I'll just say for the sake of it, you guys cut him down, and so he's like, and did you put him down?
So he is essentially in my arms again. So I put him down, try to get the venom out of the fang that he cut off, and I threw the fang away, and then I picked up the kid again.
Okay.
And I've just kind of been inspecting him just to see if there's anything that I could have done, but
Yeah.
realized that I couldn't.
So he'll come out and he'll survey the area and
kind of like over here because I saw a shovel. And
and then he'll kind of see the things, and he'll look to the right and he'll see you, and then he'll remember my boy, and he'll like fucking hobble over, and like he'll drop to his knees, and he'll just start sobbing like.
I have essentially fallen to my knees, and as he kind of approaches me, I kind of just hand it to him.
And he'll take it in his very fragile arms now, and just start weeping, and basically just is at this point inconsolable because he's now put together that his son is very dead.
No,
And,
put my hand on the farmer.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, sir. But it is better he is dead than undead.
I suppose you're right. And he's just gonna keep crying, and he's just gonna kind of like hold him really tight and just continue to cry.
I kind of was looking at this area of the room, looks more like the dining room.
Okay.
I'll just try to, I'll do a perception investigation, just looking around, like, does this look like it's pretty destroyed? Anything salvageable from that room?
Buddy's son just died in looting.
So it like the things that are in there, basically, it kind of imagine it just how you see it. There's a couple of like the chairs a little broken. The some of the like wood and stuff in the room is kind of chipped and looks pretty worn and tattered.
Okay.
But for the most part, the room kind of looks the way that it as you see it. It's just that imagine that there's spider webs just kind of almost like not thickly covering everything, but they're just around enough so that way spiders were getting around in here. But you can
Gotcha.
still see things.
And does this look like a dining area?
Yep.
And then like a fireplace, I see.
Yep.
What's this over here?
That looks like it is some kind of like almost like empty wine bottles.
Okay.
Bottles of some sort.
Yeah, I'll just do
Almost
like a quick investigation, see if there's like anything that would be like of value in here, and then I would just go on to the next room.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, do a perception. Or would you want to do investigation? Yeah, do an investigation.
Five.
Okay, so from where you're standing and where you're looking, you don't really see anything out of place. You don't really see anything that would jump out or catch your eye. Like I said, there's just kind of some old, very rotten food on the table. The empty wine bottles, the fireplace is going. It's pretty dim because it hasn't really been tended to for a little while, but there was enough fire in there just to kind of keep it going for the time being. And then you see some like animal pelts and stuff on the floor, but that's about it.
Then I will go to this way then. I'll start kind of scouting out the rest of the building.
Okay.
As I have my hand on the farmer too, can I sort of like, as my hand's on his shoulder, can I like
He's like wearing his dead
pry
side, like
back,
pickpocket
like his collar a little bit to see if I see any sort of like poison like reaching into his veins.
Yeah, and so this guy, like what he's wearing is like almost imagine like like old timey, like kind of almost like on the range prairie type clothes that they were just really loose, like almost like cloth, like big loose like clothes.
Like
so
very
his
baggy.
his clothes are not tight. Like they're pretty loose and kind of like almost like a drawstring at the top and a drawstring down bottom, but it's pretty almost like a hospital gown. Like it's pretty loose, so it really wouldn't be that hard to like kind of investigate or see. Like he's got things, but yeah, you can do that.
Okay, then as I do that, I'll make a medicine check, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm gonna work my way over there too, next to.
All right, 19.
The two of them.
And at any point that looks like maybe the venom has taken root heavier, I'm actually going to take out of my pack quick tongs and a vial or a bottle of sorts full of leeches. I'm going to take one out and I'm going to place it on his skin at the poison as subtly as I can, and just let it try to draw out as much of that blood and poison from the infected area.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't even seem to notice that you did that.
Okay, then he's traumatized. In the meantime, I sort of just like, as he's consoling over the death of his child, I will essentially lightly do this as quiet as I can, place the leech, and then I'll put everything away. Besides the tongs, I'll hold them, and I'll wait till the leech takes out everything. Then I'll just pluck the leech off and put it in a separate bottle.
Okay.
And then just kind of like literally leave the guy alone and then walk in the house.
Okay.
Or walk to where everybody else is doing.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. So so you leave him. He's consoling his dead son. You guys are inside, kind of looking around. Yeah, you guys kind of put together where something would have been wrapped up, where Dorian is now standing, and yeah, you guys are kind of just inside, and whatever you guys would like to continue to do.
You guys hear?
So we just wake up.
And Vildor is coming up.
Oh, no.
I'll invest.
I don't know if it'll work. Can I use that as like a healer's kit action? If he has any health that needs to be used?
He gave me some of his healing word, right?
Cure wounds.
Yep. So I mean, as far as that goes, you can do that if you want to.
What do I see is if he's still injured to a point that needs healing?
Not really. So I guess if I understand it correct, Cure Wounds gets rid of poison, right?
I don't believe so.
I think it just heals.
Okay.
I think minor restoration.
That's what it is, restoration. Okay, so yeah, from your perception of seeing him, he doesn't seem like he's cut up and bruised and beaten. It just seems like he's been wrapped up so tight and that he has not moved in days, that he's basically just so lethargic and has no energy because he hasn't eaten, he hasn't drank, he hasn't moved in days.
I was just going to use that in case if he did need more healing, to bring him back to full.
Yep.
I would just use it as my healing process to
give
him some. But if he doesn't need it, I'll just use that for my own good, and then I sink away.
No, he seems like with the little bit of healing that he got from Dorian, he's
perfect.
Okay. He's not well, but he's okay.
Oh.
No, he's unvenomized.
Yeah.
Unvenomized. We collect enough heads.
So now you're a little leech poison.
I have this one right here.
Does anybody else have a head? We need to show them. We can take a couple more of the Duchess on our way out. And make sure to do that.
I guess
I'll investigate that last room too.
I also have a mandible sitting outside.
17.
Okay. You have something for that?
Oh, was you get 17?
17 on his investigation
Yes.
in this room.
So as you go into this room, you can kind of see these planks, and with a 17, you notice on the plank how this one kind of right in here, on this far side where it breaks, you notice that there are no nails in that board.
I'll put my gloves on.
I'll
grab my dagger and I'll kind of try to find a crack where the a space in the board. I'll kind of try to pry it under and see if I can break that board off.
As you do that, it pretty easily pops up, and you see a burlap sack in there.
I'm gonna quick look around. Is there anyone else in here right now?
I don't believe anybody
in there.
You are, Dra-Zhul.
I'm not really looking as in depth as you are. I'm more or less looking around to see if I can
hang out. So if you right now, I want to do a sleight of hand. Contest it against a perception.
I would definitely try to. I'm gonna try to sleight
make a sleight of hand. You make a perception check.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not catching me.
13.
I got a 17 plus 8, 25.
25. That beats it. So I'm assuming.
Yes, I want a sleight hand too.
Alaric, you're able to slip, and as you look, you see Dra-Zhul kind of looking at something on the ceiling, and he's kind of just in depth and looking at it, looking down. And as you see that moment, you grab it quickly and slowly put it back into your sack with the gold. So if you want to, add 30 gold pieces to your inventory.
And then as with part of my sleight of hand, I'll kind of put the plank down back to what it was.
Ynryll, do you know how to get back to Madam Eva?
I do not, unfortunately. There is a way that my friends can get us back to where we are from. But unfortunately, I'm at the will of what they need.
I would like to return these heads before we follow this Stanimir fellow anymore.
Well, I think that's we need to return it to the Duchess.
Agreed.
Madam Eva.
I would be.
Agreed. I think we should take them there. And then we could follow and
collect our pay.
I'd be very careful if I was you.
you say that?
These men that I travel with. She kind of looks around and makes sure nobody, like Stanimir and them, aren't actually around, not following us. They aren't great men. They may seem jovial at times, but we do not want to be in debt by any of the Vistani.
Have you met this Madam Eva yet? Or something about her?
Have I? I have not.
I've just heard of her.
She is one of the many myths and legends of where we have come from.
Let's see. I think we need to go back to the Duchess first. Return these collector debts, and then maybe we can meet back up with Stanimir or go wherever we go from there. Split up. I don't know. But
Might I say that we were supposed to get them to move as well, and I think we accomplished that. So
Yeah,
maybe she's going to give us more.
do we want to follow this Stanimir later on?
It is getting late. Stanimir and the rest of them could set up camp here for the night and we can continue in the morning.
I like that plan.
I would like to submit the heads for the reward.
I agree.
Agree.
Mr. Vex.
I'm actually outside. I'm not. Are you guys are inside, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm actually outside still.
Do you seriously think that Vex guy is? He seems really freaking old.
Hopefully we can make the walk back.
I tell you what, he's actually my favorite one we've been traveling with.
Yeah, he's epic killing.
Who are you saying, Vildor? They know it. Yeah. They're gossiping.
I would bet that I am older.
Really?
Might we see?
No.
Oh, is that too far of a question to ask as well?
No, I am just not ready to show my face to you.
Are you a princess? You have the crown on you, or a queen?
Arguing over age, and yet you'll all end up like that child one day. Dead.
Yes, as long as I am not part of that, I can hopefully keep you alive. As long as I am aligned with you all in missions, yes.
Death is a part of history. That's something to learn from.
Yes, we all must die someday, but it is truly the undead that are the most atrocious.
Come, let us return these heads. I didn't come out here to go through some journey through the woods for a witch.
I fucking love it.
I agree, but I'm gonna hightail out of there.
As they come out, can I do a perception check in the sky, see if I see anything? Yeah. Go ahead.
Snap frickin' 20.
He's a bandit! What are you looking for in particular?
Just something very obvious to my backstory that I'm looking for, just in general. See if it's calling out to me.
Right now, you do not see anything in the sky. Okay. It is just a clear night, but you do not see anything.
All right.
Okay. So
yeah, you guys just come outside, and I'm just looking up at the stargazing.
Stargazing.
All right, so you guys are grouping back up and are heading back to town to get the Duchess. Yes.
Okay.
Are you going with them?
As they leave, I will hold back for a moment with the farmer.
Okay.
But I'll see them as they're going, and I'll just ping where their trail is heading to, and then I will take a moment with the farmer, and then I'll follow.
Okay. Do you want to check in with Stanimir before they go off, or before you follow them, or do anything?
On the way?
So, like, they kind of went ahead on the road. So, if, like, you see the road here, right? Like, they are kind of, like, off here a little bit. Like, they stood back while you guys did the farm. And then, so, like, as everyone is leaving, like, you guys will kind of pass them, and you know where they're at distance-wise. Like, you can see them. There's not really anything, like, a campfire's not lit or anything, but you can see, like, their wagons and tents and stuff like that kind of packed up and everything over there.
I think our plan was to walk kind of past them, to let them know that we're gonna like be crossing back, catch back up to them.
So then I would go to Stanimir.
Okay.
Because I feel like my duty really is with that.
Okay, yeah. So, yep, you guys are going to kind of head that way. You'll pop in with Stanimir. So, yeah, I guess if we can just do that interaction super quick if you want to.
Yeah, so I just go up to the farmer and kind of like force him to stand up and hand him the shovel in one hand.
Mm-hmm.
I see a plot on your land over there. It is nice and clear. Perhaps you bury your son there. It is unwise to let the dead not to be buried in a proper rite. Say your prayers if you have any gods that you call. For here, they mean something. And for your life shall not be wasted on your son dying. You do what's right for this farm and this place, where there is life. And don't regret it. Unfortunately, he is gone, and you must live on. Please, don't wallow. It is not good for your skin. And then I take the leech off his body and I walk away.
And he's going to just start, like, hobbling over to that plot that you pointed to, and he'll start digging.
Then yes, then I go to Stanimir.
Okay.
So we're heading to first, I think, as well. Kind of on our way back.
Okay.
Maybe that.
Yep. Alrighty, so yeah. So, if you want to talk to Stanimir quick, then we can be on our way. Or all of you, I
guess
guess.
they would all.
Yeah, you guys are all there.
Yeah, so if they say anything, I guess I'll join in later. But.
Yep.
So if Stanimir there.
Yes. How's it going?
We've accomplished the deed we're set out to do.
I heard some loud commotion and
thanks
just
for
kind
that.
of disappeared.
Yeah, thanks for the help. We gotta go back.
Sorry.
We gotta go back to the town.
I sent my best help.
Yeah, not bad. But we gotta go back to the town and we can take up. If you want to hold down a fort around here or move slightly off your current spot, we'll be back later, I think. But
yes,
we gotta go talk to the town people.
Perfect. That'd be wonderful. I'll see you very soon. Tell the Duchess I am really sorry for staying here, but we'll be on our way. And actually, here.
And he kind of goes into his crate. He kind of peeks up there and grabs, or his wagon, and he grabs a bottle of wine, some of the one that you stole earlier, and he passes it to Gorrath, and
give this to her, and just a little bit of sympathy. We're going to stay and not killing us.
Yes. Go ahead now.
And as
That's good shit. As she appears behind you.
That's good shit. Okay.
We're heading back.
As Gorrath gets the wine, as we kind of walk away towards the castle, I'm gonna approach Gorrath.
Say, Mr. Shadowhorn, may I see that wine?
Yes. A little suspicious.
I take it and I want to kind of hold it up to the moonlight and investigate it.
Make an investigation check.
I was like,
God, I've had 3 of them.
That was a nasty.
The dice were started cold, now they're hot.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
Slutty
Still a good
20.
roll.
Slutty.
When you hold it up to the sky, this red wine, as you kind of peer through it, you can see the moonlight hitting against it. You notice the bubbles inside of it are kind of spinning. Not a bunch of them, but they kind of just spin. Almost like, not like something's moving throughout it, but it's not normal wine.
Can I do like an intelligence check to see if I've ever seen like the properties of wine act like this?
I just think from your background, you have not necessarily seen wine act like this.
Okay.
And kind of with a 20, you kind of glistening off this wine, kind of like from the top a little bit. You do see a slight bit of like smoke kind of just slipping out of it. Very like so slight. Just a little bit of smoke that kind of peers off and just dissipates.
What do you see, Vildor? As I kind of investigate or like see that, I'm just gonna dangle it, and my face kind of goes like grim. And I'm just gonna chuck it into the woods.
And you guys all see Vildor just chuck this thing, and it just, and then it just kind of splatters, and the wine is now painted on one of the trees.
Such a waste of good wine. What the hell was that for?
What are you doing? I tried that before, and it was magnificent.
Yes, I have one here for me, but he stole it. Great, you just ruined it.
Let's fill those pig.
You better have a good explanation for wasting good wine.
I will inspect the splatter form and see in my backstory of how blood moves and just the viscosity of like wine, and see like differences of like if blood would ever be contaminated to like the difference between water and wine and blood, just like just the differences of like how something would splatter and just ignore it.
Okay. And just kind of check it out. And you notice this seems to be like it runs more like water, not blood. Okay.
Yeah, and I just kind of admire the splatter pattern that Vildor just gave me.
Little painting.
A little painting on the tree.
Yeah.
And I look at Dorian.
Dorian, you need to get rid of that wine right now. Do not trust it. But it's so good. There's something ill that may true with this wine.
There's something in there, like poison.
I agree with Vildor.
Well, you should have told me. Between you and me, I've killed plenty of people with poison. I probably could have told you.
Two today, to be clear. To kill.
Well, I do not trust these people.
Where did you throw it?
Kind of point off.
Give me a second. I'm gonna kind of like run over to it. Try to find I'm gonna search for the remains of the wine.
Like on the tree.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah, you go over by
yeah.
you go over by Ynryll, and she's kind of looking at it, and you can see it on there, and it's just kind of like dripping off the tree.
I'm gonna
Dripping down.
take something.
And you taste it, and it tastes exactly like what you tasted before.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this. You drank this, didn't you?
I do not drink.
Of course you don't.
But this is expensive, so your friend just lost a lot of coin.
I'll put the one I have back in my backpack.
Okay.
So whenever no one's like looking at me, I'll just throw it. Yeah.
Then do I notice that, like me saying that you lost a lot of coin, that you get upset with that?
I wasn't
Or are you upset with the wine being up?
I'm more upset. Like when you say there's a lot of coin, I'm not like upset. I'm more like, what the heck was he doing? It was a stupid decision.
Upset with him just throwing it.
Yes, like wasting it.
I think I'll wait till we're like a little ways away from the camp, and then I'm gonna kind of look over at Vildor.
Vildor, what did you see in that bottle?
Well, I saw a proper case of wine that were not natural. It was smoky. It was twisting bubbles within its
Tampered with.
within its body. So I did what I thought was best for the party. And Dorian, I know you still have that in the file. I would suggest you turn that over.
Unless we walk a little bit more, and if I drink it, then I'm fine. So if anything happens, I'll toss it. But
Vildor, okay.
for now, it's just wine.
Hear me out here. So before we had to have this conversation, discuss everything when you were there.
Yes.
But then you just made a decision by yourself to throw this wine without talking to anyone. Do you believe that your decisions are more important than everyone here? Because if not, I'm a little ticked off, I'm not going to lie.
If your heads were on task for the task and had more than there was this pitiful bottle of wine, you already have our gold.
Let's keep walking.
I'm
then.
just saying, like,
That's a great point.
I wanted to go kill someone. I can't do that, but he could just take this nice bottle of wine and throw it off the tree, and there's no problem at all. You know what I'm saying? It's a little hypocritical.
You're speaking facts right now.
Well, Mr. Nimblewood, I decided to chuck that bottle of wine because, well, if I didn't, look what we would be. It would be in someone's satchel. And I look at Dorian. I do not trust that wine, and I do believe it will come to haunt us sometime in the future.
You're saying you thought it would have hurt the Duchess? Because weren't we supposed to give it to her?
Yes. Yes, and with a wine of such value and prestigiousness, I don't believe these strangers we just met tonight could be ever so willing to hand it over so wittily.
Their own warrior does not trust them.
Great.
And what makes me want to trust you or him?
Don't get it twisted, halfling. I don't trust any one of you.
And as she is there with you, and you say that their warrior doesn't trust them, I approach you and I put my hand on your chest. And you can just, without even seeing my face, you know the intensity of like, don't touch. Like, don't put me under the rug.
You just kind of see him like bite his chops, like.
Ooh.
And she'll kind of brush past you and like kind of shoulder check you and whisper to you, they seem harmless, but don't throw anybody under the rug near them. I am at more stake than you are.
You know nothing.
Jon Snow.
I'll wait for it.
So as you guys kind of are discussing, have a little argument with one another as this kind of unfolds, as you're starting to learn each other's personalities, so to speak.
My guy's a barbarian. He's the calmest guy here.
Just on this book. You guys make your way and retrace your steps back to the castle. And as you approach the front gate, the guard kind of up tops look at you.
You guys are back already.
Good evening, gods. We are back, yes.
It's getting quite late. You're lucky. The Duchess will be going to bed shortly. I will let you in.
And he kind of makes a hand motion down below as it kind of begins to crank open, and the gate then kind of turns in, and you guys are able to walk in. And this time, there's really nobody leading you, and you make your way through town. You approach the far back area where the kind of guild hall or like keep is at, and you approach the front doors. At this point in night, nobody's out. The lights are starting to turn off, but it appears that the keep, those lights kind of still dimly lit.
Would you guys just get bad audio? Just know what that means.
It kind of looks like
With bad audio?
Yeah, I don't know if it's quiet or what.
Where'd you get it from?
I don't think we need to worry about too much, but the viewers at home.
Check.
You-
Yep. Check.
Oh, there. I turned it up.
There we go. Cool.
It probably, it must have just got bumped. Would you guys like to go through? So the two doors are right there, and that guard that you recognize is standing out front.
I'll walk through.
Yeah.
You can walk through? Okay. He, as you guys kind of walk up, opens the door for you, and you guys enter. This time in that waiting room that you guys kind of sat before. Ynryll, obviously you don't recognize this.
I don't know if I'm there.
Did you not go?
I never talked to Stanimir yet, if I could, so I don't know if he allowed me, but we never got to that altercation or not. So if we want to,
No, you're fine.
if we want to say that he
You don't have
allowed
to.
me, if you want to say he allowed me, then I will be there.
Okay, I'd say you go. Then we can do that. Yeah, I think you just came along with. Sorry, I missed that.
Well, we never end up getting there, so
Yeah. Okay.
we'll just.
So yeah, you guys make your way through. The guard lets you through, and like I just said, that the area you guys were waiting. Now there's nobody in there. You can still kind of see the teardrops from that one lady, kind of resting on the ground. And you make your way into the keep entrance, and you see Duchess Morwen sitting on her throne, awaiting you, kind of just tapping her foot.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, it's very easy.
Yes, my Duchess.
Well, I hope you have something to show me then.
Of course. Who's got the heads?
Oh, it's I do.
Well, there goes your friend has her heads. Yes.
I'll kind of like, I'll like grab my dagger out and I just like stab in my bag and kind of like lift it up. Think this is what you're looking for?
Ah, yes. So you got rid of my spiders.
Yes.
Good. Now, the letter.
Yeah, that was delivered.
And they are
And received. They're
All
moving.
is well. On the move as we
Actually,
speak.
is this person?
Ynryll.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this person. Ynryll. Ynryll is part of their party, I could say. Ynryll, speak for yourself here.
Yes. So, Ynryll, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be leaving then? Not you, but
She kind
your
of like
group.
cocks her head a little bit. What harm have we done?
It is not the harm that you have done. It is the harm I fear that comes from the group that you travel with.
Oh, I am no part of them,
Good.
but
We have
I
no
do
issues.
travel with them. They haven't done anything to your land. They haven't done anything to your soldiers unless prompted.
That is not necessarily what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is the Vistani that have been here before and the issues they have brought.
Do you have a name?
I only know of the Vistani, and that is the problem, is that I know they are a group of people, and I don't know anybody by name. I just know that they come in groups.
So your problem is with groups, not with the Vistani. Or is your problem with a certain Vistani? Now you have generalized all Vistani.
You could say that I have generalized the problem to some Vistani, only because that is the only similarity that I'm given by my men that do actually come back and report to me what is going on.
Duchess, if you don't mind if I interrupt, the Vistani we're talking about here, or at least the current member out there, his name is Stanimir. And we have talked with him, and he is planning to move.
Good.
Just so
Then that is all I need. I do not want bloodshed. I do not want anybody to get hurt. And that is primarily why I am acting in an effort to prevent that from happening and asking that they just politely move.
When I hear Vistani, do I know what that is, or do I know what they are?
You know what
You would probably no. You would not.
I know who the Vistani
You
are,
would.
correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You know who they are. But nobody else would.
Were they like a big name? Like what I know from like slightly by research?
You would have, I would say, no idea.
Okay.
Okay, even though, like, with your background, I would say no, you do not know who they are.
As she kind of says that, I'll kind of, I believe the Duchess has every right to have the Vistani stay out of her land. I have encountered them as well, and I know that you cannot trust them.
This Vistani, there's so much spoken of. What are these folk? What is their origin? What is their like? Are they friendly? Are they passive? Or
Depends.
are they religious? Are they cult?
No.
And what threat do this Vistani folk pose to you, my Duchess? If I may so ask.
What of this way to the woods?
You can tell that she kind of is just like,
Yes.
They sit behind your walls. They do not pose intrusion. They do not even carry siege.
He's a weird guy. That's what I'll say.
Wrong points to be asking. Wrong points to be not saying. And I applaud you for not saying anything.
Well, it seems that there are secrets in this room.
No.
they're not secrets. They're just things people know around here not to say.
Siege?
No.
This land is not what they want.
The Vistani have abilities that
are unique to them. And the things that come with those abilities terrify everybody in this land. And it's not that I have issues with the Vistani, it is the fact that I have issues with these abilities that they carry and what could come from those abilities. Nothing has happened yet, but that is just fortunate because it is recent. And I am trying to best prevent anything like that from happening, as I am not sure what would come from that, but it won't be good.
Excellent. Here you are, Duchess.
A history the Vistani have with Daggerford, then?
They don't have history with Daggerford. It is the history of the land. That Daggerford is near is the problem. And that is all I'm going to say.
We can talk about payment then if you want to end this conversation.
Yes.
Kill your pest problem and
You pushed out the Vistani.
push the Vistani out.
Yes. So, as for doing the spiders, motion a guard to go to you guys. Here is, and it's just going to be a burlap sack. Here is 50 gold for doing the spiders, and another 20 gold for delivering my letter and avoiding any conflict with the Vistani and somewhat arranging a peaceful exit.
Are they giving it to us as a lump, or is it? Let's see, Vildor, you seem composed. Well, if you hold on to it until we divvy it up, is everybody okay with that?
I would like to have my portion now.
As well.
As would I.
It should be 5 of us, 14 each. Sorry,
Duchess.
you have your employer.
Tell me this cannot be the only reason you summoned this council to you.
Believe it as it is the only reason I summoned this council because, again, the lands that go beyond Daggerford, the woods are dangerous. And not only are they dangerous to the spiders and the other things that you killed, people get lost and they don't come back. That is why the roads are clearly paved and everyone makes sure that they know and they trace their steps. Not many people venture outside of Daggerford that are not experienced travelers for the reason that they know that there is a very real possibility that they may never come back.
So we should be getting 14 gold
These
here.
spirits, are they through archaic means?
I know I'm not a mage. I don't know what does this. I don't know what has happened or what power possesses the forest. I just know that when I have sent people out, they do not return. And even the most skilled people, when they do come back, the things that they describe are not lucid.
I wish to read more upon this Vistani. Is there any literature in Daggerford that I could
No, not in Daggerford.
We burned all of it.
You should never burn a book.
lost now?
These books will be burned.
It's a learning moment.
Before we speak anymore.
The knowledge of these books.
No.
Books is
You don't know what you're talking about. Shut your mouth. She clearly made it.
Then speak it.
Maybe I will if we continue to build trust with each other. Until then, stop provoking her. Clearly, it's something that is beyond the means of just talking about.
I appreciate
I agree with that.
all of the work you have done, and I am happy that you have all come back and returned with my farm intact, or at least I hope. The spiders are gone and the Vistani have moved, and I appreciate the work that you have all done for this, and thus the payment, and you are in the good graces of me and my guards, and you should have no problem leaving or entering the city should you want to.
Thank you.
But as far as information goes beyond what we've discussed today, I am afraid that I don't have any more and I don't want to release any more than what I've already given you.
That's okay. We should probably send somebody to check on the farmer.
I can do that. I will send someone to check on the farmer in the homestead in the morning.
He lost his son.
I will help facilitate some means to be able to get his farm started back up again, give him the proper
things to be able to get his crops and his farm in order again, as he does provide quite a bit of food and supply for the town. And I'm very grateful that he is alive and that he was not taken as a casualty. And when I send the guard, I will send my condolences for his son.
Thank you. That note, I'm going to stand out. Do you have anything else for us?
No, I do not.
Okay, I'm going to walk out.
Thank you all for what you've done.
I'm gonna kind of turn sharply and kind of growl as I stubbornly walk out right behind Gorrath.
Rage.
It is my sworn oath to defend this blade. The pleasure is mine. I'll bow my head. I'm gonna walk out too.
I'll give a salute. Job well done. I'll head out.
All right. So after that, you guys leave the building. You retrace your steps. Everything seems to be closed. As you guys leave, you kind of saw servants kind of coming from behind the throne, from wherever, doors kind of on the side, and they begin putting out the fires that were in the throne room. As it appears, she is kind of going to get ready to go to sleep for the night. As you walk through the village, you make your way down to the gate. I'm assuming, are you guys heading out?
Do we, I guess I'm not fully sure, but if we're not from this area, but if we're currently stationed here, would we have a place to stay for the night, or would we?
There would be an inn, yes, and that's dimly lit. That's the only one. That would be somewhere you could sleep, or of course, yes, the Vistani are waiting. But
yeah, I don't know what you guys, but I want to interact with those Vistani people more. I don't want to do it tonight. I'd rather sleep here, take care of ourselves.
They intrigue me. People I've never heard of. Walked this plane for many years. I've never heard of the Vistani.
A curious group, nonetheless. I've never crossed paths with such a group. I'm not be opposed to gathering further information from them.
Need to know what secrets they hold.
I think we go in the morning.
I mean, they had our friend Ynryll here. He's a pleasant one, good with a blade.
Speaking of that, Ynryll, there's 5 gold for my keep.
Oh, yes.
And she doesn't
Divvy it
hand
up.
out.
Do you want the gold?
I have no need.
I'll take her portion. You're giving it.
Yeah, here you go. Fuck you.
And Vildor goes through and gives everyone 14 gold that day.
yeah, so you get to add 14 gold. You're if you have not done so already.
May I ask everybody where they actually are from? I've been wondering myself, for it's been a long time that I've been here on this realm. Vildor, where do you hail?
Yes, I have no issue starting first, my friend. I am from a remote northern town of Hummel. It's a quaint little town. I've been there for roughly 40 years. Prior to that,
I see him start kind of blanking. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
seem nimble, friend.
Yes, Hummel. Yes, Hummel. Nimble. Yeah, these joints still have some life in them.
And how old are you, human?
70, yes. 70.
And she turns towards Gorrath. I told you.
Yeah, you're way older, probably.
Now, Gorrath, where do you hail?
I grew up in the rough city of Alcatraz. As of late, I've actually been staying here lately.
In Daggerford?
Yes.
Well,
I finished up school and I'm trying to learn and teach the youth.
Teach.
Aspiring, hoping.
I am an aspiring professional as well.
Oh.
At your old age, sir.
Yes, I have much to give. I wield the abjuration magic.
I see.
Oh, honestly, I meant that as a compliment.
I'm sorry if my tone can come off as very blunt, but I aspire to be like you as well.
I'd love to learn from you, sir.
It is good to give hope to the young
The
again.
sharing of knowledge is one of the greatest gifts you can pass on, and I would love to share everything I've soaked up in these 70 or so years of my time with this plane.
I'll write it all down.
You seem like you're very precise and calculated with your things. Have you ever planned out maybe a heist or anything before?
Me?
Yes, you.
A heist?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
I defend, I protect this realm. I do not steal from it and not harvest it for its values. I protect the realm, little one.
What would I say if you're stealing? If you're stealing from the bad people, though, then it's kind of good, right?
It's a fair point, honestly.
If it's making equal to someone's loss, then I will consider it over.
Like Robin Hood, right? Like he stole gold, gave to the poor.
Well,
that's good, right?
If it didn't belong to the poor in the first place, I don't believe it should be given to the poor.
Well, I tell you what, I think me and you need to talk more about this. I think I can use your wise mind.
You scared me.
And why is that?
You threatened me, you yelled at me. You snuck around, you stole wine from a party we hadn't even talked to yet. And your attitude and heist, it's just, you're giving off bad vibes, Mr.
Yes,
Bad
vibes. Brings me to a question. The sly deeds must come from somewhere.
Yes,
Mr. Alaric.
I like to roam. I don't really have anywhere that I call home. I was
Where did you...
born in Westgate. It's where I grew up with my family. Learned my trade. Beyond that, not much to say. I would not call it home.
And where have the farthest reaches that you have reached in your travels?
You don't want to know.
I do.
No. I do not trust you to say that you held a sword to my neck. That you want to know where I'm coming from. You trying to make amends or what?
No, I'm merely trying to get to know you.
Well,
I have shared a battle. I have shared slaying. You have given me gifts in my craft. Now I wish to know where you all come from. I study people in their life, and I study people in their death. And I prevent both.
well, I've seen you traveling with Vistani, and it does seem like that you at least have that going for you. You don't align with them, and I can respect that.
No, I do not align with them, but I do work for them.
Working and aligning is two separate things.
Well, I'm glad you understand. I feel as in the moments of you understanding my position with my benefactors, people who hold me under their debt, that you would give me one thing to know, and that is me asking the farthest reaches that you have come from.
You've seen the mist.
This engulfs me, son.
I've traveled there and far back.
Well, then you must be lucky. Not everybody does. Thank you. I'm done with you. Mr. Dra-Zhul, where do you hail?
My home no longer has names, washed away by the sands of time. My home is not conventional, like most people's.
Did it once have a name?
I have long forgotten it. It was not important. I'm part of something bigger.
Well, it is always wise to know the roots that you come from. Whether you forget the actual name, but know deep down from what you were born in fire or lightning. It is always good to know. That leaves Dorian.
I lie. I hail from Lonelywood, small village. Never had nobody looking out for us, no resources coming in. I make everything ourselves. That's why you might see me with a few trinkets or items. Everything I see around me I use to my advantage. Some time ago, my father passed. Could have cured his infection if he had the means. So since then, I've been a wanderer, looking for anything to set my life up in. Perhaps start a new beginning. Here I found myself on the job. I took it.
Well then, Dorian, you and I are not much on the link. Seems as if, in your stance, you had to fight for something. You had to make your own name. For me, it was taken. And then I had to build myself up from the ashes. And that's something you all must know. I didn't just lose myself for pure means of life. I had to build myself from what was taken. The Vistani are no joke. If you wish to speak with them again, you wish to know my stance on them, do not bring it up near them. Because I promise, whatever they might do to me, whatever length of debt that I owe them, even a harsh word against them and whoever they serve, will come back at you no lighter. So tread carefully. But I must leave. I'm grateful to understand who you are. If you wish to speak with them in the morning, you'll find me there.
Yes, I would tell them to wait for us. It seems like we have an education session tomorrow for these fellows who are not familiar with what they do.
Yes, I would like that. Education.
I'm telling you right now, you're not in for a treat.
Well, seem like decent folk.
They can be at times, but I must take my leave. I feel as if, and she actually pulls out something maybe you have only seen, but she pulls out a stopwatch.
It's got a million props.
I
love it.
He came prepared. She sees what time it is. I feel as if my length of time with you here today has run up, and I must hastily make it back. Otherwise, my debt will rack up. Bye.
See you in the morning.
She sort of scoops herself up.
The doors kind of are ready to open and you exit. Directly when you exit, you look kind of to your left and you see Stanimir about halfway to the castle or towards the town. It appears he is walking towards the village.
And I immediately stand to the opposite side of the street, and I will put my hand on the tip or on the hilt of my sword, and I will put my head down towards Stanimir, and then like put my head towards him though. And then as he comes by, wait and see if he addresses me or says anything.
And he approaches, and he kind of has his darker colored robe type thing on. And he stops, and he doesn't look at you. And are you guys still just inside the gate?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would just return back to where I was staying.
Okay. He walks up, does not look at you. What? What is taking so long? We packed up. I'm not going to be happy if we are not leaving. We just gathered all of our things. Why would we have picked up our camp? I am patient, but not this patient. And you can tell his tone's much different than what it was earlier and what you've heard it before.
And she averts her gaze and looks straight down. Our conversation with the Duchess was longer than expected. I merely escorted them back to where they were staying for the night and thanked them for allowing me on their journey. When I was about to make my way back, we are leaving. wish to speak with you tomorrow.
He kind of turns his head away. I am on a time crunch.
Do you wish me to ask them to come now, sir?
Yes.
And she tucks everything in, and she walks back.
The gate didn't even close, but there you see them walking the other way towards the inn.
And so I walk towards them.
You guys kind of hear rustling kind of behind you.
Somewhat quick in pace. I'm not running, but I am in a quick pace.
Hey,
I'm
Vildor.
gonna stop and look. As I stop and look over at Vildor, like, sense that.
I'm really sorry for you thinking that I'm bad like that. I didn't mean to make you feel like that I didn't respect you. I actually think you got a really
at this moment,
smart mind.
You approach and you hear him saying,
We have company.
Well, I appreciate your compliments, Mr. Ynryll, I thought you were leaving for tonight.
I was. Unfortunately, I've gotten word so quick. If you wish to speak with the Vistani, it must happen now. It must not wait till morning. I have been told that you are needed for something bigger.
I told you so quick.
There are ways the Vistani reach us.
Sure. Yep. Talk to him eventually, don't you think?
Unfortunately, the time is now. Unfortunately, your sleep at the inn cannot happen. Your stay at our camp is urgent.
I told you that wine is no good.
This is the one.
I think we will soon find out. I will entertain the request.
No problem.
Vildor, trust me when I tell you. We better go see them now.
I guess so.
And then she actually takes out her stopwatch again, and for the first time you see her like movements like frantic. She checks it. My debt is close to up, and I wished it to not be added. So please.
Well, let's make haste, I guess then.
We ought to go, but we need some explaining for you at some point as well. You know about us.
And
Not
she,
now.
Ynryll is going to look over her shoulder, and she sees Stanimir.
he's gone.
Gone. She looks, and you see her for another time, like her senses heighten, and she's like looking in the sky, like what time it is, and you can see she's just like not herself, and she's like, we.
Make a perception check when you look at this guy.
You don't see shit. I thought that was a 2. That is a.
If you have a dumb mask on, you'd see
10.
something.
That beats it. Oh. As you look up at the moon and you're piercing through the sky, as you look directly at the moon, you see a bat fly and flutter across.
I'm sorry. We must go. We must go now.
Well, our friend is getting weary. Let's go. Let's go.
I will give you any information you need at a different point. We must go now.
Thank you.
This whole time, Dra-Zhul is going to be on edge, like scanning, like with his dark vision, frantically, like thinking that at this point we're being followed because he's aware of what's going on here.
And I will make sure everybody walks in front of me.
Okay.
And
Everybody?
I will be watching corners.
Okay. Sounds good. You will keep an eye, and you 5 are walking in front, and Ynryll is walking in back. And you quickly leave. This gate has not been open for some time. And you begin to track down the path. And there is, when you exit, there is no sign of Stanimir in the path. He appears to be back at camp. You make your path, take the path to the encampment where they are kind of settled. There are the 6 horses ready to pull the wagons. And when you approach, Stanimir waits. He is kind of in the middle. All of the other Vistani folk, the 9 other ones, roughly, are in the wagons ready to go. And he looks at all of you. Did you think we had infinite amount of time? You all told me to pack my things. So I did.
Well, I guess we did now, didn't we?
Yes, no, I am quick to forgive. But I need to be haste.
Well,
It's already been 6, 8 days.
You could have told us that when we planned this. I mean, we gave you the note. You seemed willing to move right away.
Yes, I was ready to go, but I guess I misunderstood your words. I didn't know you were staying the night in Daggerford, or else I could have left my camp.
Well, looks like we're here now.
Yes, you are, which I'm grateful. Do you wish to move now, or do you want us to sleep in our wagons?
Seems like there's a question we should ask you.
If it is haste we are at, then it is haste we shall use.
All right. I appreciate you allowing me to make the decision. And he just kind of stares at all of you as he's just kind of. You can tell his brains are thinking. His brains are his gears are turning. And we will go.
Then the guy that's on the wagon, he's gonna just like kind of look over at Stanimir. He's just gonna wait. They go, and he just kind of nods,
and they begin kind of walking, chilling. And you kind of hear the whoosh, whoosh, and all the wagons begin to creep. Stanimir hops on a wagon. He kind of like hops up on it, and he points and he says, "Ynryll, wagon 1, along with these 2. Alaric, I would like you in wagon 2 alone. And you 2, you'll be with me in this wagon.
Very well.
And you guys will kind of be, just if you want to, you can go. But that's where he kind of nudges you to go, and he gets into the wagon. It's like a covered thing, like think about the Oregon Trail. That's kind of what I picture. Not exactly, but those are the type of wagons that you guys are riding.
I'm not trying to make eye contact with Alaric. Kind of like gonna look like.
I was gonna do the same thing. I was kind of gonna read the room and just kind of give it a right look, like this is fucked up, right?
And before, as he kind of like, he pops up. We will travel for 2 hours, and we will make camp. There we get some rest. In the morning, we continue our trek.
I see no other way of going about this.
Come, Dorian.
I'll be in the wagon with you.
Good luck to you all on your night stay.
Do not worry, Mr.
Nimblewick.
Mr. Nimblewick, yes. Hopefully we are just an earshot away. So if you were in danger, make sure you get it.
I am in danger.
Anyways.
I have traveled with to live with these guys. You are the one who needs to be shouting to me. I will be lurking in the shadows.
Okay, on that note, I'm going to go to my.
Yes, well, Mr. Shadowhorn, please, let's go into our wagon.
Let's discuss philosophy, or strategy, education.
So you guys hop
Yeah,
in.
we're gonna go
Yeah,
down.
alright, so you guys kind of hop up in there. There's a few just people. You appear about 3 or 4 in your wagon. You guys kind of hop right in there and find a spot to sit. And they're kind of like, you can tell they're like kind of just pooped. They're wiped out. They're just kind of sitting there with eyes closed, relaxing, and they don't even really give you a look. Ynryll, you are getting in this wagon as well. So you kind of hop up. This makes this wagon, 7 people in it. Plus, sorry, 6 people in the wagon, 1 person driving it. I don't know if my math's gonna math here, but we're gonna try. So you guys are in there, find a spot comfy to sit. You two are getting in a wagon with approximately 2 others, all right, as along with Stanimir. And so, again, 3 people in the wagon, 1 person at the helm. And Alaric, when you get into your wagon, there's 1 person driving and 1 female figure that is with you in your wagon. And she kind of is sitting there, and she's kind of just like twisting a dagger. Okay. No. So with that, you guys begin traveling. If you guys are good playing for just a little bit longer, we just have a hair more to do. Okay, and then we'll get a good stopping point. Okay.
Stop.
I'm going to talk to you out there, quick.
Just me, is it hot here?
Wait,
Give her a roll for those hits. Or no, I'm just going out here, so we're good.
Okay.
Wait, me? No, and just him. Oh, just Alaric.
Oh,
And then so basically, yeah, you guys are just gonna keep traveling, wagons bouncing, roll along the road. Can't really see anything because there's not really any like windows or anything. Yeah, I mean, so if you guys want to do any like looks around the wagon, you can.
Can I try to move to the front of the wagon? Like move up by the guy driving it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just like,
Hey, can I sit out here with you?
And then he's just gonna like look down. And then he's gonna like continue to go straight.
I'll wait till like Dra-Zhul wasn't like looking at me, and I'll just slyly take out that bottle of wine that I was drinking it over the road.
Okay.
Do I notice?
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, 17. Notice.
Yeah, you'll notice.
You fool. I've not learned yet.
It's the only thing that makes me feel.
Mortals. Such simple beings.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you guys don't want to do anything else, like I said, beyond what Max already kind of described, there's not really a whole lot to these things. They're pretty basic. Like you see tent supplies and like basic food rations, water, wine, those kinds of things, like in your respective little wagons, and the sound of horse, hooves kind of clacking on the floor or on the ground, and then the wagon kind of rolling through some like soft dirt, and then that's about it.
and can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
You know these three people with us.
Take a look around. I do. I know them enough because I have traveled with them here.
I mean, are they still awake? Like, are they awake? Are they sitting there? Are they sleeping?
They're kind of just like legs kicked up, kind of just head down.
I don't know you. I mean, people here, this group, they don't talk a whole lot.
To you.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yes, but I guess we are outsiders, aren't we?
Yeah, but we're nice guys.
I consider myself a pleasant fella. It's grim circumstances we find ourselves in, Mr. Shadowhorn. But, Ynryll, if you don't mind me asking, I prefer to address people by their last name, if that doesn't bother you. You will provide me your last name, or family name, rather.
Although it doesn't really mean as much as it used to, yes. My last name is Celedhwen.
Celedhwen is a pleasant last name for the missus. Does it translate to anything?
Yes and no.
Deceive
It means a form of hope. Unfortunately, that hope has been stripped away for many years. name that has been given to my family doesn't seem to exist anymore. As of what I know.
Where is your family located?
Partially.
Sorry,
I am here.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm sorry to hear such grim circumstances for family of Celedhwen.
Well, what is your family? You're an old man. Did you ever find a woman? Or was it just books for you? Sons, daughters.
You seem to have a block in your mind.
And then while he's kind of like stumbling over his thoughts, you're gonna hear the driver go, and then the carriage's gonna stop, and then you're gonna hear the driver hop down, his kind of boots singing in the mud a little bit, and then he walks around, and then he kind of whips up the cape, and he's like, "We're going to camp here."
And we'll do a little. I'll just kind of look out, see what scenery I'm seeing.
And it's not a whole lot different than what you saw the last time they camped.
Okay.
They found a nice little clearing. They kind of have, it's not super dense forest, not super thick, not super barren. It's just kind of got plenty of trees, but it's not hard to see into and around yourselves. And then the people within the tent that were kind of sleeping are gonna like
I was gonna say
sit up.
I'll probably like. I still have my sword in my hand. I haven't really sheathed it since we got in the carriage, and I'll like sort of stand up when he says we're stopped, and I'll like motion them like out of the carriage, and then as they move past me, I'll like take my sword and I'll like take the hill, and I'll just kind of like bump their knees and wake them up.
Yep. So then they'll get up, and then they're gonna start grabbing supplies and stuff out of the wagons, and they'll kind of systematically do this. They'll get like one wagon kind of has like more food than other stuff in it, and vice versa. One has more like camp supplies in it, and another one does. And then the other one is just kind of like more miscellaneous things that they just use to set all that stuff up. And then they're just going to kind of start setting their tents up, and you're going to see one guy that was kind of the driver. He's going to kind of go over and just start grabbing like sticks and twigs and tumbling and stuff like that to make a fire. And then they'll kind of drag some like old logs and stumps that they have out of the back, and they're going to kind of make those as like little benches and stuff as to sit around a fire and whatnot. And then they're going to kind of just post up by the fire, and then one guy's just going to kind of get out, you know, his little, like, he has like a little trick he just kind of like fidgets with, and he's just going to sit at the fire.
I'm not going to partake in any helping or talking to anybody in their party. But I'm going to go seek out these two. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are going to know. But I'm going to try to get in close quarters with them. Make sure that whatever his name is, Stanimir is not up next to us. But,
so Stanimir is kind of just walking around the camp, and he's just kind of like getting everything set up, making sure the tents are set, kind of making sure that everything's accounted for, and just kind of like basically making sure that the kind of everything is set up the way that it needs to be.
And I'll take my rod, my like rod/torch thing, and I will plant it in the ground in a spot where I know like it's tactically viable to make sure that if anything were to happen, that I can get to each tent within a sprinting distance. Then you all see the first time that it gets put up, that you see me walk to a spot, and I essentially take something off my belt. I take a tinderbox and I light it, and I take it and I flip it upside down, which makes no sense to put a torch downwards. And when I put it down, a tent essentially just forms around me, and then you can't see me anymore. It's just a tent.
Intriguing that was.
You're gonna have to show me some of those moves. Looking to learn.
And as you're speaking from outside of the tent, she kind of like speaks a little bit louder than her normal like monotone voice. It will happen another time.
No worries.
Dra-Zhul,
how much I'd be more quiet here.
Yeah, you guys can sit around the fire, and like the camp now, essentially that everyone's out and kind of doing their thing. It's set up as you kind of see it again. Just kind of everyone's kind of got their thing. Some of the people are in their tents. Some of the people are on the fire. Some of the people are kind of just hanging around. Just not really. No one's really talking. It's just kind of people are just kind of basically winding down.
Yeah. How's your travel?
Peaceful. Yours.
Yeah. It was okay. If we, I can want to send some watch throughout the night.
Agree.
I guess
Still don't trust these people.
I trust them less than I've had before.
You can't read them.
I think I can take the first watch. Just gonna stay up. Journal a little bit, but keep my eyes open. Just don't like the situation we're in.
Does anyone have any idea how long we're staying here?
I think just sleep through the night, get some rest, and then take off in the morning.
Any idea what time it is? It's pretty late. So you guys probably got out to do the spiders, I would say around like 9 or 10. Did the spiders and the whole thing with the cabin and then the walking back and the talking and all that stuff. So it's probably like midnight, 1 o'clock now.
Yes. Well, I can take second watch if you would volunteer for the first, Mr. Shadowhorn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I'll do right now so I can see my
Yeah.
Okay, are you on?
We don't know where I am.
If you're going to take watch, I'll retreat to my slumber.
Yes. Feel free, yes. I have first watch.
I just got them out. Their camp is all set up and they're kind of just sitting around the fire talking.
Okay. Is Stanimir there?
Mm-hmm. He was just walking around checking to make sure the camp was set up.
Oh, all right. And you can tell he seems to be more calmed down now. And you guys are all kind of sitting there. You see Alaric kind of get out of his tent and come down to the fire.
It's just quite peaceful, is it not?
It's nice. Beautiful night sky. Yes. It's beautiful.
And you see him kind of pulls out from like just kind of down below him a little bottle of wine, and he drinks it.
I promise you, I didn't want any trouble with Lady Morwen. The Duchess seems like a fine fellow. I know she has some worries, and I don't necessarily blame her.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I just want me to know. I just need to get back. And I know you don't know me, and I know it's scary.
I'm not scared. Confused.
Yes.
Are we still going to see the Madam Eva?
Yes, that's where we're going. It is roughly like probably a day's travel, which we'll make tomorrow. We'll push the horses. We'll have them rest tonight, and we'll make our way to Madam Eva.
Who is this?
I promise.
Madam Eva. What about her? Why is she so special?
She's my leader, and she can look into the future, give you insight. Do you guys mind if I share a story with you?
I suppose I'm in for one story. Sure.
Speak your story.
I will. I promise. I know you may be cautious of me. I promise I have good intention.
Who's
So let me
deciding
begin.
which is good and what is not?
Very good point.
And he kind of slurps back and he fills his mouth. And he spits it on the fire. And when he does this, the flames turn from orange to green. As the fire dances and sways, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. And he speaks.
We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten. A land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. One night,
The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man, being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. And this is all happening within the flame. Yeah, you can show it.
This is what you guys see.
Stanimir then continues.
one night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back to our homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up. Even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves.
Now you see deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes.
This man of royal blood fought to protect us, as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us.
He said,
I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Are you guys enjoying the story?
Yeah. It's going.
Yeah, let's see what it goes.
I've heard lots of stories before, so it's like on par, I guess.
Hey,
When does it end?
It ends soon.
It's pretty late, honestly.
The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask, and it's serious, but you can all tell he is speaking from the heart.
A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain, and I will not speak his name. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes, such as yourselves, to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, as I spoke of her before, is Madam Eva, and she knows all. Will you, 6 individuals, or 5, return to Barovia and speak with her and help aid the people in need?
And at that moment, he kind of takes himself away from the fire as he was kind of getting closer and closer to it. And that green flame turns back to the just normal orange. And the figure dissipates. And you now sit with the crackling fire. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so a couple questions about the story here. First part, I like the part we talked about finding us heroes, but then we're supposed to end some curse. Usually curses don't end real easily. How's that gonna happen?
I'm losing my voice here.
The curse will not end it easily. And it will be scary.
How are you certain? Execution will end the curse.
Unfortunately, I am not. But he is the tyrant that needs to fall.
You said that it was in a Barovia or something. I don't think I've heard of that place.
It is a place called Barovia. It is not on this plane. You'll be far from home.
Did Eva transport us there?
Oh, I will do that.
Who you go with?
You will find Madam Eva beyond the mist.
What do we get to help?
What do you get? Quite honestly, there's great treasure there. But you have the opportunity to free those who have been lost for a very long time. And unfortunately, the Dread Lord, he gets bored. Which is why you all are here. He sees it as a challenge.
So he knows we're coming.
I never said that.
And you see, like, kind of like a little bit of fear in his eyes, as he may have said something that he did not want to.
Were you outside our town trying to find us?
Yes.
And let me guess, this Madam Eva told you this meeting of our minds would come to happen. Strange powers are at play.
I can't explain it.
Can everybody make perception checks?
They make perception checks.
Jesus.
Go back.
5. I'm gonna go 4.
3.
14.
14.
6.
6. What'd you get there? 5.
Alright,
Alright, so it's a 14.
So 14 was the highest.
Mm-hmm.
We the boys, perceptive. The boys were seeing shit in Shaw's
Whoever
castle.
had who had the 14? You did. So I'd assume that you're maybe the only one that is actually facing towards the tent of Ynryll.
Okay.
And you see her with her stopwatch clicked open and listening to the story. But you're the only one who notices that she has her veil and her helmet off. And this is what you see underneath.
Is that the face she's making too?
That's the face she's making too.
She is very like exactly that. And as she has the stopwatch off, she looks up at you and notices that you actually see her without her helmet on, and she clicks it. As she turns around and faces away, she yells to Stanimir, "Time is up. Finish your stories." And you see as she turns around, you see a black streak, but her face is still like completely stone cold, like a black streak of like almost like a tear on her face, and she walks away.
Very quickly, is there any other questions? I may not be able to answer. As I have already said,
Who put the curse on your leader?
Madam Eva has the answers you seek.
my interest talking about the forgotten or the troubled that we can help. That it's close to home. I've been drifting lately. I think this could be a chance to redeem myself. I think I would be interested to help.
I appreciate that, Dorian. Any others?
Do you think this cage of yours poses a threat to this realm?
Where's the button?
Madam Eva has the answers you seek.
Then I suppose I must go seek these answers.
Vildor, I appreciate it. The other three.
I will talk to Madam Eva, but there's no promise. But I will decide from there. I will always side with good. I just don't know if good is in this story.
Alright. Yes, come with us. Speak to Madam Eva.
They kind of like, where are you two?
Barovia. This is plain old arcane secrets.
Oh. I believe. Madam Eva has the answers you seek.
And I will grant her my counsel as well.
Great. Good to have you on board. The last one.
Oh, what the hell. I might as well join. I got nothing better to do.
So, looks like we'll be leaving at first light. Be ready. It'll be long and challenging. I will speak to you in the morning.
At that moment, as he gets up, he kind of like sways, moves his arms, and with that, the light dissipates. It is now the dead of night. The moon is shining down. And that is where we will end session 1.
Nice.
Boys.
Good session.
Let's go.
Good session.